doing it right? Am I doing it right? Doing it right? Am I doing it right?
Am I doing it right? Doing it right. I feel you.
Next to me. You got to call everybody, we're living right now. Come and join the party. Come dress like a princess, baby. Pick you on my waist, won't stop, get ready. Feel blessed by the moon and the sea. Everything's best for you and me. See how we're gonna make it real tonight.
Doing it right. I'm doing it right. Doing it right. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Doing it right. I'm doing it right. Doing it right. I feel it. Next to me.
Tell me what you want. I've been clear with what I want. Will you give me what I got? Tell me wanna do it right. It's been all the goodbye, creating a good vibe. None of us control. I'm thinking on my side. Heaven's not so high when you're all next to me. I gotta say, make me feel like Michael Jackson. Every morning since we met, you're the only satisfaction. Nothing's complicated. Bodies are looking for action. Bodies are looking for action. Get it up, get it up, get it up with me. Get it up, get it up. Make it up, make it up, make it up with me. Make it up, make it up. Get it up, get it up, get it up with me. Get it up, get it up. Make it up, 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 make it up.
I'm doing it right. Doing it right. I'm doing it. Doing it right. I'm doing it right. Doing it right. I feel it. Next to me.
It's been all the goodbye, creating a good vibe. None of us control. I'm thinking on my side. Heaven's not so high when you are next to me.
I'm doing it right. Doing it right. I'm doing it. Doing it right. I'm doing it right. Doing it right. I feel it. Next to me.
And we're live. Sorry about that error message that we just had. That was Premiere Pro being very, very silly. I was trying to drag it across to the other screen, and it was refusing to do so. But now it's good. Now we're here, and now we're ready to get back to the video editing. I'm just going to wait for this Patreon scroll to go. How is everybody doing this fine morning? Yeah, it's been a, it's not really the best time for me to doing this, as I have a very small 4-hour window. But if I don't get this done today, it's not getting done until the following Sunday, not next Sunday. Time consistently gets in the way of everything. It is very unfortunate. Every time I try to do this, things in life tend to get in the way. So, yeah, but it looks like everyone's in the chat. We got Reception and Quartz and Carnage. Everyone's here. Hello, everyone. So today we are focusing on everything after the transformation. So basically the robot mode and the closing segments. Audio should probably take about an hour, and then hopefully it'll go smoothly from there. This will be the last stream, so if I don't get this done today, I'll just have to do it on my own time afterwards. Which is unfortunate. I did want to get all of this done here, but it is what it is. This is another reason why videos take so long to get out. This is a side project that I have. It's not my main source of income. I can only do it when I'm able to do it, and unfortunately life gets in the way. To put it into perspective, I don't get a day off until next Saturday. In fact, this is not a day off. I still have things on today. So, yes, it is going to be... Let's go hell for leather on this stream. We'll just wait for this thing to get out of the way. Oh, yeah, reception's right in the review. Yeah, I still gotta watch that first one. I've been flat out on my end. I gotta watch that. Bugger. Yeah, nah, but, yeah. Basically, this will be the last stream. If we don't get it done today, I'll do it on my own time. Between, you know, whatever other work I have. Hopefully I won't have to. Hopefully it'll be fine. But we'll just have to see. We will just have to see. I really need to fix up this, chat box. The chat box is looking a little bit silly, I think. I need to update the, thing for that. But oh well, is what it is. Yeah, so, a lot of people were asking, and yeah, the title is right. I am reviewing SS105 Mirage. And yes, I am very positive about that. I genuinely I love this figure. So it is what it is. You know, it's fine. Anyway, just about done getting to the last couple. We'll wait for that to get out of the way and we'll get right to it. And I will show you exactly how everything functions and all the nonsense happens. Jeez, I'm so used to talking over a long period of this. Up till 3 editing? Oh, bro, that was, I've done that. That was, I was up to 3 AM working on the Thunder Leader review. I was up to 3 AM working on the War for Cybertron video review before I delayed it. I actually pulled an all-nighter for the Earthspark review. I just did not sleep that night. Period. At all. Just did not. Just didn't. Ooh, the thing actually glitched out. It cut off early. That is weird. But that's alright. We don't need to worry about this. We're here to focus on the audio editing. So, no more McConnus Field, I'm afraid. No more McConnus Field. We're going to have to focus on the editing. And if you remember how this works, the most tedious part, which is the audio editing. So first off, we have to render the audio. Oh, come on. Move the mouse a bit. Maybe that's going to... Oh, there we go. Render audio. First off, we have to render this audio. Otherwise, this physically will not function. Every time I open up Premiere Pro, I have to render the audio, and it's so fucking dumb. Which is also why on the videos like the War for Cybertron takes so long. Every time I open up the program, it can sometimes take 15, 20 minutes just to open up and then render all the audio, and it's like, it's so frustrating. This program's great for some things, but not so great for others. So we just got to wait for this to do its thing. It looks pretty slow, but trust me, it's not going to be that bad. It's gonna go quicker in a moment. It will go quicker in a moment. So, yeah. You can see it's going pretty fast. I'm assuming that first rendering thing is the big audio file, the big script file. Big 40-minute, 1-hour script file. And everything else is, you know. Yeah, Chris, knocking a video out in 5 hours. You know what? I'm just gonna move this bloody thing up. Is there any way we can move this up? Oh, there we go.
On the other one, you bastard!
Brought to you by...
Yeah, we need to bring this up because you can never actually read the chat. Oh, but then you can see that. Yeah, nah. Let's bring that down again. Unfortunate. I'll have to figure out a solution for that. There's probably a script that lets me do that. Because I'm reading the chat, but it's not popping up in the action... I'm reading the chat, but it's not popping up over here. But anyway, we're good now. Let's ignore this. We need to actually focus on the stream. The stream needs to be focused on. So let's get started. So here we go.
Studio Series has been a line that prides itself on hyper-accuracy in both modes, at least to the level they're able to... To the level they're... At least to the... To the level...
YouTube poop. Where there's smoke, they pinch back.
At least to the level they're able to at the price point provided.
And now I actually got to pick a song. What do I feel like for this song? We're doing a popular... Sorry, the positive, but not quite, you know... Let me think. Something positive, and then we'll switch into something a bit more negative later. Because we'll talk about the clear plastic, and then we switch back to positive. So what's something... Definitely not Shin Megami Tensei Tokyo. That is way too dark. Hasn't been... It's been a while since I've used Tokyo Daylight. Tokyo Daylight, the persona music gets claimed manually, not I can always come back and change it if I need to. Yeah, it's manual claims, not. VTuber classic of bottom of the most recent comments is cut off. I need to make a script for this, or get a script for this. The problem is I'm just using the actual pop-out chat box with a green screen filter on it. I need to fix that, but I'll fix it later.
The price point.
Oh, wow, that is way too loud. I forgot to change that. I forgot. This one's a bit louder of a song. Persona music, I don't know why. The download was pretty loud, so... Here we go.
Do it again. Studio Series has been a line that prides itself...
Okay, so we also need to put a bit of a separation on that. So let's go to audio transitions and add a crossfade on that. In fact, no, let's actually go a bit longer. Maybe there. That'll do it. And then we bring that... Oh, no, I forgot. This all needs to be dragged. We're going to unlink. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Studio Series has been a line that prides itself on
There we go.
hyper-accuracy.
How does that sound?
Alright, I'd happily do it again. Studio
And did I get the fade right on the other end? I think I got the fade right on the other end. I don't know. I haven't actually checked.
Honestly, I'd argue no. A lot of people...
Yep, the fade's on the other end. I think it's better to drag this one out a bit, but it should be fine.
Studio Series has been a...
Quartz just comment, the VTuber classic of the most recent comment is cut off, and she's still cut off. So that's funny.
A line that prides itself on hyper-accuracy in both modes, at least to the level they're able to at the price point provided. So whenever a toy in this line has issues...
Ah, bugger. Let's go.
So...
Let's go. No, let's bring that down.
So whenever a toy in this line has issues with accuracy, predictably the fandom goes ballistic. Now goes... Oh, that doesn't sound good. So whenever a toy in this... So whenever...
You know.
It might seem annoying...
Yeah, you can see here, so many flubs, so many flubs. It's a we got 20, we're at the 9th minute mark, and there's about 28 minutes left, and it's going to take a while to get through the rest of this.
Divided. So whenever a toy in this line has issues with accuracy, predictably the fandom goes...
I think that's a good point for a boo womp. Usually I don't put sound effects unless there's something that I kind of need to edit around, so I'm just going to do that. Okay. We're just going to go boo womp.
Predictably, the fandom goes ballistic. Ballistic. Might seem annoying to some, but it makes sense.
There we go. Boom, boom, boom.
Stick. It might seem annoying. Stick.
Let's move this again.
It might seem annoying. It might seem to some, but it makes sense given what the line...
I think I might cut the music there as well, because it seems a bit, seems like it's just really low there, and it doesn't really cut in the way it should.
Ballistic. It might seem annoying.
Oh, it's also the audio there.
It might seem...
So that said, bring that back there.
Ballistic. It might seem...
That fraction of a second there is just making it not cut in the right. That fraction of that audio second, it's bugging me. I'm not really a perfectionist with this, but there are certain things that just don't sound right.
Ballistic. It might seem annoying to...
There we are. Nice, clear, in right there. No preamble. No, you're all good. Yeah, no, you don't have to hang around, Quartz. No one has to hang around. I'm just doing this. Just doing this to get it done.
Some, but...
Actually, I should probably, pop into the fan first stream event in case anyone pops in. Unlikely, but, you know. Everyone's a TF con, and I'm so jealous.
The primary selling points, of course, people... Makes sense given what the line positions itself as.
There we go.
When accuracy is one of the primary selling points, of course people are going... When...
Here we go.
When accuracy is one of the...
No, Blaster Tronus asked, should we stop using TF Wiki? No, don't stop using TF Wiki. I don't actually have anything against the mods of TF Wiki or anything like that. I just think that some of my friends have been wronged. That's all. I don't have anything against anyone, really.
The primary selling points, of course people are going to complain when something isn't accurate. Right. Accurate. Rise of the Beasts Mirage is...
Yeah, now we already used Boo Womp, so maybe let's use, Oh yeah, I also have Oh Hi Mark as a sound effect, which is kind of funny. It is funny. Where's the glass break? There, we'll do a nice small glass break.
Is not accurate.
Here we go.
There are a few design cues here and there, but there are...
Here we go. And let's bring it in.
There are a few design cues here.
No, it's all good. I know you always miss these, but it's fine. People have lives. I always miss editing these reviews because I have stuff to do in real life, so it's absolutely fine.
Here and there, but by and large, this is a wholly original beast. The torso chunks are where they're supposed to be, but they look nothing like in the film.
Yeah, there we go.
The torso chunks are where they're supposed to be, but they look nothing like in the film. The thighs are accurate, but everything below them flat out isn't.
Here we go.
The thighs are accurate, but everything below them flat out isn't. Weirdly enough, the use of shoulder chunks is actually accurate, but the backpack sure as shit ain't.
Oh, bleep time, bleep time. Yeah, we don't bleep in the live streams, but we do bleep in the videos just because for some reason that's demonetized. There's different rules for live streams versus
The use of weirdly enough.
Okay, here we go.
Weirdly enough, the use of shoulder chunks is actually accurate, but the backpack sure as shit ain't. Okay, I feel ain't. The reason I make the script accurate to what
Here we go.
not even the proportions are accurate. The screen not
Okay, good thing about this script is because I actually explained while I was recording it in the last live stream, there's a lot, it's going to be a lot shorter than I thought it was, which is good. If this video can be nice and short... Wow, shit, this might actually be a sub 15... This might be a 15-minute video. I haven't done a video this short in ages. God, that's good, that's good.
sure as shit ain't. Not even the proportions are accurate. The screen model is a twink, plain and simple. It's the kind of design that would make Paper Plane go woozy at the knees.
Okay, here we go.
It's the kind of design that would make Paper Plane go woozy at the knees. This toy gets close, but the shoulders... This toy gets close, but the shoulders are spaced first.
Okay, so that's going to be sentence splice. This is going to be a sentence splice.
This toy gets close, but the shoulders are spaced...
Here we go. Let's bring those together. Does that
But
sound
the
good?
shoulders are spaced further
It's not perfect, but it'll do.
apart to make room for the transformation joints. Consequently, he's more of a twunk.
Here we go.
Joints. Consequently, he's more of a twunk.
Why do I use paper plane? I don't always use paper plane as a joke. I just used it in this instance. Here we go.
Twunk. Many Rise of the Beast toys had discrepancies with their CGI models due to being based on unfinished concept art. It's something that keeps happening over and over again.
What the hell is a Foxatron Prime? The BMAC image was originally plain. Lol. Lol. I really want to do a legacy video. There's so much I want to do, I just don't have time for it.
It's something that keeps happening over and over again. It's something that keeps happening over and over again. Just look at the Bumblebee.
Okay, here we go.
It's something that keeps happening over and over again. Just look at the Bumblebee lineup. Mirage was not one of those. Mirage was not one of these. Mirage.
Come on, do this. Let's move it. Oh, what? Oh, that didn't mean to happen.
Lineup. Mirage was not one of these cases, however. He released a reasonable, likely due to poor.
Here we are. Here we are. Dun, dun, dun.
However, he released a reasonable amount of time after the movie.
There we go. Let's take a look. Let's go.
Likely due to Porsche overseeing the whole operation.
Here we are.
For the movie. Likely due to Porsche overseeing the whole operation. And therein lies the actual reason he is different.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lies the operation. And therein lies the actual reason he is different. Porsche placed heavy restrictions on how the figure would be designed.
Wow, this is actually going way faster than originally. We've already got a minute. This might actually be done pretty quickly.
Porsche placed heavy restrictions on how the figure would be designed. From discussions in live streams that the biggest issue they ran into was Porsche not allowing... We know... Discussions in live... Porsche
Why did I breathe there? That is so stupid.
Porsche not allowing the logo to speak. Porsche. Por-
Okay, so I did do that. I did have the foresight to do that correctly. Okay, that makes sense. That makes
was
sense.
Por-
There we go. Sentence splice
they
there.
ran into was Porsche not allowing the logo to be split down the middle, leading to the rest of the toy needing to be designed around them.
Yeah, this is going to be fine. This is going to be
Middle,
fine.
leading to the rest of the toy needing to be designed around them.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen Foxtron Prime, so I wouldn't know. Sorry.
The rest of the kibble and proportions needed to be the rest
Here we go. Here we go.
of them. The rest of the kibble and proportions needed to be placed in a way where they wouldn't placed in a way proportions needed to be placed.
I realize this is, again, not the most interesting part of the stream, but it's just the menial work. You got to do it.
Placed
If you don't do it, the thing sounds terrible.
proportions needed to be placed in a way where they would not interfere with said panels. So ultimately, Mirage is the way he is. From certain perspectives, you could even argue that this toy flat out isn't Rise of the Beast Mirage. From
Here we go.
he is. From certain perspectives, you could even argue that this toy flat out isn't Rise of the Beast Mirage. However, if you've been with this channel for a while, you'll know that's not something that necessarily gets marked as an issue in my book.
Okay,
However,
so at this point, where is it going to be?
marked as an it gets marked
Okay, so that's where it cuts.
marked
Because at the end of there, I kind of go down in intensity, and it doesn't sound as punchy. Got to keep the audio punchy. You know, make it seem like everything cares. You know.
necessarily gets marked as an issue in my book.
That's just the way I do it. You know, everyone's got a different way of doing it.
I keep thinking back to Legacy Evolution Breakdown from last year, who the community shat upon. I keep thinking back to Legacy Evolution Breakdown from last year, who the community
Okay, here we had the bleep. Here we had the bleep. Did I put... Oh, I should probably actually put the bleep at the top, just so that I can access it quickly.
upon. Shat
Here we go, and now you'll never even know that there was the break there.
community shat upon to almost a ridiculous level. The fact he wasn't a Countach might as well have been a war crime, given how some... The fact he wasn't a Countach might...
Here we go. Add that back in there.
Level. The fact he wasn't a Countach might as well have been a war crime, given how some people react. The fuck. Yeah, there are so many flubs, but when the video... These audio flubs you... The fact he wasn't...
Oh god, that was so many flubs there. Well, at least it's going to be a short video, because a lot of these flubs just get cut out. No one will ever know! No one will ever know!
Ridiculous level. The fact he wasn't a Countach might as well have been a war crime, given how some people reacted.
There we go. Finally got it right. Yeah, Chris, Carnage Creations is the, it's the master of spins. Spin, spin, spin to win.
But in spite of all that, I ended up really liking Breakdown. But in spite of all that, I ended up really liking Breakdown. In fact, I genuinely say he's my favorite of the Stunticons, warts and all.
Here we go.
In fact, I genuinely say he's my favorite of the Stunticons, warts and all. And just like Breakdown, in spite of his blatant inaccuracies, and just like Breakdown, in spite of his blatant inaccuracies.
Oh yeah, the thing Carnage Creations was talking about. He just flat out found Bumblebee movie Shockwave at Myers, Australia, down in Melbourne. And he hasn't officially been released by Hasbro. Just like flat out. Just like Chris managed to find a Shockwave at Aussie retail. Like bloody hell.
I really like Mirage.
Oh, let's go. Ah! When they press up and down, you fuck it up. Here we go, let's go.
I really like Mirage. He's sort of in his own space, separate from the rest of the Rise of the Beasts design.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mirage. He's sort of in his own space, separate from the rest of the Rise of the Beasts designs.
Here we go.
At the end of the day, he's just a...
Yeah, you can see again, these waveforms seem very similar, but that cuts off early, so I know that's a flub without even having to listen to it. It's just something you get a feel for. Another reason why you have to actually render the audio so you can actually see these waveform images. It's very frustrating, though.
Signs. At the end of the day, he's just a fun little robot. The head sculpt. I wish they'd give. The head.
Here we go.
The head sculpt is quite lovely.
There we are.
I wish they'd given him a smirk or something, but I wish they.
Here we go. There we are.
I wish they'd given him a smirk or something, but I wish they'd given him a smirk or something.
There we go. Yep, so many flubs.
Lovely. I wish they'd given him a smirk or something, but he brings the charm of the design to life reasonably well. Just don't look at it too close.
Okay, at this point we need the rumble. We need to cut out the audio for the rumble. Also means I can...
Don't look at it too close. Just don't.
We're bringing the rumble. Let's get ready to rumble!
Don't look at it too close.
There we are.
Interestingly, this was my biggest concern going in. Close. Interestingly, this was my biggest concern going in. Stock photos showed a primarily silver head crest being used. The stock photos showed a primarily silver head crest being used. And not gonna lie, it looked fugly. And
Now, I don't know if fugly is a censorable one. I usually censor just to err on the side of caution on this, but I think it's usually safe to go this way.
and not gonna lie, it looked fugly.
Yeah, I think it's safe to censor this.
It looked fugly.
I think that's just to be safe there. There's some real... One thing that really kind of gets me weirded out. At a lot of retail stores, there's these plush toys called Fugglers. And it's supposed to be funny, ugly monster, but kind of sounds like fugly. And I'm like, bloody hell, what is your problem? Yeah, I know fugly should be fine, but it stands for fucking ugly, so... Yeah, I don't really think that... I just keep it safe, you know, you never know. And I don't know what Decimate Drive is, I've never heard of it in my life.
With the silver forehead, with a silver forehead that would have given Takagi-san a run for her money, the eyes ended up looking awfully squinted.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I had a joke about that.
The eyes ended up looking awfully squinted.
Bugly's different. Bugly is bug and ugly. That's a transformer. That's something else.
Almost like an unwanted racial stereotype. Almost like an unwanted racial stereotype.
Here we go.
Here it ends up looking much more. Here.
Transformers Unlimited. I can't read it because it's got the damn thing in the way, but Transformers Unlimited War Within Universe Darklight. What the fuck is an Unlimited War Within Darklight? I don't get what that is. That sounds awesome, but I don't know what
Here
it
it
is.
ends up looking much more proportionate. And the eyes pop a lot more.
Oh, lol. I get the joke, sorry. Only half of Reception's thing came through, that's why.
And the eyes pop a lot more too. And the
Oh, no, don't cut that.
more proportionate. And the eyes pop a lot more too. I wish it got some more side to side, but it gets the job done.
What the hell is a wild robot? Are you just listing off other Transformers YouTubers I haven't heard of before? I'm sorry, Nathaniel. I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. I genuinely don't know. I am sorry.
Or two. I wish it got some more side to side, but it gets the job done. It's alright. The torso is alright. The parts are all in the right spots, but without the underhanging kibble. Alright.
Here we go. Actually, hang on. Wait a minute. I just remembered. I don't have autosave turned on because I was working on the War for Cybertron shorts. I need to turn autosave. Okay. One thing you need to make sure. Always have autosave turned on. Every 3 minutes. You will regret it if you don't. Now, if you have massive projects like my 4-hour, like the 4-hour War for Cybertron project, I had to turn autosave off just because it was physically stopping me from working. It would take 3 minutes to save, and then it would save again, and it just wasn't working. But if it's a project like this, turn on autosave. Trust me. I haven't gotten crashes that much. I think the last crash I got was actually on the War for Cybertron. The last crash I got before that was the Superatron mini review. But no, seriously. Autosave is a lifesaver.
Done. The torso is alright. The parts are all in the right spots, but without the underhanging kibble, it sort of feels like an approximation.
Hang on. There we go.
Hanging kibble, it sort of feels like an approximation. As an approximation, it does pretty...
Okay, so that.
And as an no,
Let's try. Did I get it right here?
as an approximation, though, it does pretty... As
There. I went all the way over there. And now the audio's cut down to 25 minutes and 40 seconds. We've gone from 28 to 25 and we're at the 12 mark. This is going to be pretty short, I think.
As an approximation, though, it does pretty well.
It might be over 15 minutes, but I don't know.
As an approximation, though, it does... As an approximation, though, it does pretty well. I love that the torso is formed from real parts of the bumper. I love...
Decimate. Oh, yeah, I think that Wild Robot. Yeah, I think I saw a trailer for Wild Robot. That's fair enough.
Well, I love that the torso is formed from the real parts of the bumper.
That crash would have been in protest against that figure. Well, I can't protest against the figure if I can't make the video because it keeps crashing.
Third parts are usually fine in my book, but I appreciate they were able to do it legitimately here.
Here we go.
To the bumper. Third parts are usually fine in my book, but I appreciate they were able to do it legitimately here. A more staunch car company wouldn't have allowed such.
Here we go. Let's take a look. There we go.
Here. A more staunch car company wouldn't have allowed such.
Well, I think I might have briefly seen Wild Robot trailer things. Actually, I don't think I've seen the actual trailer itself.
Just look how petty Lamborghini was. Just look how petty Lamborghini was, not allowing them to split the bonnet or the windows. Sure, the headlights at the back are...
Okay, that's a massive flub and a rewrite, so let's go. And we're reaching the end of the audio, so let's fix that now. That's where we need to go. Let's move it across. Oh, no. Let's just extend. Go, Gadget Audio Extender! And no one ever knows. No one ever notices. Because it's always just right. Hang on. That's bothering me. There we go. Something weird with OBS. I fixed it. Come on. Go, Gadget Audio Extender. Yeah, trailers do tend to spoil way too much these days. Except Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse was alright. Come to think of it, Rise of the Beast didn't really spoil anything because there wasn't really anything to spoil. They're like, if you actually think about big plot twists and stuff in that movie, there's not really much there that needed spoiling. Let's do that. There we go.
Close. Interestingly, this was my...
Okay, back to where we were, which was here.
Bonnet or the windows.
And we need to go here, which was the next.
Out aloud. Company wouldn't have allowed such. Just look at how...
Okay, so I redid the, I see what I did. I reiterated on the Lamborghini part, so I'll need to find... Where's car company?
Look how petty Lamborghini was. More staunch car company...
Company. Here we go. Here we go.
Staunch car company wouldn't...
Oh, it's the dreaded double peak. We need to move it back one frame.
Car company wouldn't have allowed such. Just look at how petty Lamborghini was, not allowing them to split the windshield on Sunstreaker and his redecos. Sure, the headlights at the back are pretty conspicuous, but I've never cared for... Sure, the headlights at the... But I've never really...
I think that's better.
Sure.
I think that takes better, and then we can cut off at the butt. I think that's... Yeah.
Sure, the headlights at the back are pretty conspicuous, but...
Skirt and Scourge's face review. I actually have the DNA design Scourge kit coming. I've got both Armada Primes and Scourge's DNA kits on the way. And it'll be pretty good. I'm pretty excited to apply the Armada Prime.
Gripe is... My main gripe... But
Okay. Oh, no, not what I wanted. Let's bring that.
Conspicuous, but I've never really cared too much about backpack kibble. My main gripe here is how flat the midriff is.
You know, when I get to that thing about backpack kibble, I might have a quick cutaway to Crazy Ass. Might just have a quick cutaway. Might be funny.
Backpack kibble. My main gripe here is how flat the midriff is. It's detailed well, but it's flatter than the monolith. It's midriff is. It's detailed well, but it's
Okay, at this point, I think I need to get a song. I think I need to add an insert song there. Just because I can. Just because I can. We're going to go to YouTube. Let's take a look. What are we going to do? What the hell's the name? Zanza the Divine. Just a quick couple of... Hang on a second, I don't need to download Zanza the Divine. I downloaded it in the War for Cybertron video. I can just go to War for Cybertron. I can just go to the rankings and find it here. Zanza. It was in the wrong thing. I used it for wrong. I don't need to download that again. I thought I had to download that again and I don't have to. That's funny. That's funny. If I can be lazy and just reuse things I've already downloaded or already done, I will be lazy because it's just economical with time. Just got to keep going. User isn't dead. It's forked. Yeah, open source stuff always forks. Okay, now I need to find the right... I need to find the right thing. Here we go. Here we are. Just put that there and bring it down to maybe 15 so that we can go there. We got Zanza the Divine. The only thing to spoil was Battletrap's death. Yeah, Battletrap went out like a chump. They don't care at all about the movie Decepticons or Predacons or villains or whatever.
detailed well, but it's flatter than the monolith from Space Odyssey.
I think it needs a rumble as well. Just to give it that extra oomph.
Well, but it's flatter than the monolith from Space Odyssey.
Nah, a rumble doesn't work. Let's try a Howie Scream. Howie Scream's got often work. Let's try a Howie Scream.
Detailed well, but it's flatter than the monolith from...
That works. That works. Oh, yeah. Age of Extinction is the worst live-action movie. It just is. It just flat out is. How do I feel about Matt Pat leaving? I don't watch Game Theory, so I'm glad he's retiring and doing what he wants with his life.
I get why it's right up against the ground in vehicle mode.
Here we go. You get why. Boom, boom, boom. Yes,
Space Odyssey. I get why it's right up against the ground in vehicle mode. There's no room, so it's understandable. There's no...
Ooh, Come on, there.
There's no room, so it's understandable. Still a smidge annoying, though. The legs go for...
Here we are.
Understandable. Understandable. Still a smidge annoying, though.
Hang on, I think I hear the dog doing something. I'll be right back. Okay, I was mistaken. I thought I heard Scout scratching at the door, but no, he was not. Scout is being a good boy, chilling outside.
Still a smidge annoying. Legs go for an even bigger... The thighs are straight for... Legs go for an...
Here we go.
Annoying, though. The legs go for an even bigger departure, though. The thighs are straight...
Wow, hang on.
Smidge annoying, though. It's understandable. Still a smidge annoying.
I say though twice, so let's see if I can cut that out.
Still a smidge annoying. The legs go for an even bigger...
There, you can't even hear it. You can't even hear it because it goes the, but it goes the legs.
The thighs are straight from the screen model.
Here we are.
Departure, though. The thighs are straight from the screen model, albeit done in faux parts. Everything else is bordering on completely original design. However,
Here we are.
However, everything else is bordering on completely original design work.
What the dog doing? The dog is doing nothing. The dog is just chilling. The dog is just being chilling.
They reference the model whenever they can, but due to how the panels work, They reference the model whenever they can, but due to how the panels work, more often than not, it's just not possible.
Yeah, 1 moment.
work. More often than not, it's just not possible.
I don't know if Prime was that awesome in Rise of the Beast. I think it was just okay. There's been better Primes and better media. That's just my take on the whole thing.
In many ways, this shares more in common with Studio Series Jolt than it does with Pete Davidson. Not possible.
Oh, I know. I'll put the Fifth Doctor there. I'll put the Fifth Doctor so that I can make a joke about that.
In many ways, this shares more in common with Studio Series Jolt than it does with Pete Davidson. Well, one of us has to change.
Oh yeah, this is where they were talking about. This is where the joke that the thing made. Let's find it. Let's see.
Peter, we're gonna.
Maybe this one's better.
It always. My cousin's wife.
Crap.
Here we go. And now we open up this. We go to Best Audio and Video. We got Stature, and it's downloading the video there. Love Peter Davidson. Peter Davidson is based. Based as all fuck. Okay. Ah? What the fuck? Hang on. One moment. Mirage. Select folder. Why is that not loading? Huh? There we are. Why did that not load the first time? That's weird. That is very weird. I haven't seen that before. But that's fine. So now back to Mirage. And where is it? The cutaway gag goes in here. There we go. The bird is the word if it blows a big... Lol.
It.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Hang on, the audio's out of sync. I'm noticing here. I'll move it down here, blown up to the bottom. But the audio is slightly out of sync with the video. I just realized that. Okay, I'm going to make a new sequence. We'll go... I'll just make a subsequence here and do that later. So this is yeah, let's zoom in on this so that it works.
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
I'll just do this. I'll cut it up and make it a bit better.
Crap. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
Let's try this.
Oh, crap.
So he goes there with him putting his hands up.
Well, one of us...
Hey, hang on.
Well, one of us... Oh, crap. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
Ah!
Oh,
And it works. You can't even see the thing there. I've done it right there. I've done it anyway. You can't even see the difference. And it's nice and short and punchy. And we're going to move that there too. I'm going to move this down. And move that there. You know what? Why don't we just do this now? What was the line that I was actually talking about? We can also close the rest module. We don't need the rest module anymore. We don't need to worry about that.
Series Jolt than it does with Pete Davidson.
Okay, and at this point, we pop in that. Family Guy. And we'll pop this up here just so it's out of the way and it's not interfering with anything I might pop in later. So now, we need to find... Let's go. Let's find Jolt. That one works. That one works. That one works. It is literally a Family Guy funny moment. No, it's Mirage. We might need this for later, actually. We do actually need that for the, stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So let's open up, let's open up in this. We'll just do this now, because we might as well. Because it's in a separate thing, just to make it a bit easier. Opening up Photoshop. Photoshop's always really slow to start. Like, Photoshop's legitimately slower to start than bloody Premiere Pro, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why it's much slower. So we are just going to go in and do a really quick and dirty. Because it's not going to matter. It's only for a quick second. Quick and dirty image. Select inverse delete. Select inverse image crop. File. Save as. Mirage head. So no head! Crashes. And Jolt. Jolt. Got Legacy Armada Megatron. Yeah, Legacy Armada Megatron's great. It was the Minicon show. I don't care who... You're not paying for it. Well, I mean, then don't pay for an Adobe Creative Cloud license. Sail the 7 seas if you need to. I pay for it because I can. Oh, it's in the other thing. It's showing the layer thing on the other side. That is so dumb. Okay. Ah! Bloody hell. I'm just all over the place today. I'm all over the fucking place today, and it is not great. Okay, so we are zooming in. We're just gonna go here. That's behind the head. That's one of the doors. So we're gonna get rid of that. And we're gonna go in here. And go in. God, SS Jolt's head is hideous. I just wish someone would make the normal head from the toy style head. Okay, so now we can actually just image crop. File. Save as. Jolt head. That's Dunban over there. Dunban's showing up on the screen. So here we go. Mirage head and... What the hell? Where'd that save to? Did that not save? Oh, it didn't save because it's in the wrong format. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's saving in WebP. I mean, I can use WebP, but I'd rather not, just because less compression on a PSD. And it keeps showing it on the main screen. That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Come on. Do this on the monitor. Actually show me what I'm doing. Tried not to pay, but they caught on, but made you pay. There's ways around it. Okay, so I think Jolts is going to be the one saying it. I think Jolt's funnier to say it. Jolt's funnier to say it. Okay, so we're going to move that there. Thank you, Brian, for telling me about this joke. Okay, let's turn down the opacity so we can actually see what we're doing with this. So we're moving this up a bit. And oh, and then we don't need to move anything else because it's all done. Yay! We're good. Yay, we're good. Move those. I think it makes better sense if Mirage is lowest. So now we turn up the opacity full. So here we go.
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
I think it's better if this is actually a little bit to the left because you can see Peter's thing.
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
Now you can't see Peter's mouth. Hey, 5 votes in the chat. No one expects the Fireblight Inquisition.
Davidson.
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
There we go. And now we get back to the actual audio.
One of us has to. I'm glad. What mic do I? You know what? I actually really like this. But
There we go. Now we're back to this. Back to the tedious part. The audio. I hate audio editing with a passion.
Change.
you know what? I actually really like this. Maybe it's because one of my favorite aesthetics is dual guns with a trench coat, but I've always loved coattails on robots. Maybe it's because one of my favorite aesthetics is dual guns with a trench coat, but I've always loved coattails on robots. These also look a
There we go.
on robots. These also look a lot more cohesive in comparison to Jolt. They don't jut out in a weird way.
I don't know what El Horso is, but Quartz and her girlfriend were talking about something traumatizing before the stream started, and I'm scared to find out what El Horso is.
Comparison to Jolt. They don't jut out in a weird way.
Okay, bye reception. Thanks for stopping in.
I wish I could say the same for the kibble on the side of the calves, though. They sort of just sit there. Weird way. I wish I could say the same for the kibble on the side of the calves, though. They sort of just sit there. Not fitting in with the rest very well. Not fitting in with the rest very well. Again, not
Okay, we're getting there. We're
just
getting.
sit there. Not fitting in with the rest very well. Again, I get why they're here, but they're still annoying. The rest very well. Again, I get why.
Actually, we can probably get rid of all this as well. Let's get rid of that. We don't need the... We'll leave the script just in case. We don't need Family Guy. That can go away. And the transformation's done too. Just keep it clean. Actually, better if you see this so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Rest very well. Again, I get why they're here, but they're still annoying. You can flip them up, though, and honestly, I think this is okay. Annoying. You can flip them up, though, and honestly, I think this is okay. It doesn't interfere. It doesn't interfere with the need.
Here we go. JPEG is rival PZ. WebP works on Adobe products now, so I don't have any issues with it.
This is okay. It doesn't interfere with the knee joint too much, at least not as much as the wheels at the back. It sort of ties into the windswept look quite well anyway. It sort of ties into the windswept look quite well anyway. So I don't see this as an issue. Quite well
Here we
anyway.
go.
So I don't see this as an issue. Why? I think the feet are all right as well. I see a lot of complaints for these.
There we go.
This is an issue. I think the feet are all right as well. I see a lot of complaints for these.
I haven't played Mega Man before, so I have no thoughts on Mega Man 11. I'm so sorry.
But considering they're running off the same old deluxe budget, I don't see what else.
Here we go.
For these, but considering they're running off the same old deluxe budget, I don't see what else they could have done. Yes, inflation means that deluxes have gotten more expensive. Yeah.
Here we are.
See what else they could have done. Yes, inflation means that deluxes have gotten more expensive. But I don't particularly think the budgets allocated to the designers have changed.
Okay, there we go.
But I don't particularly think the budgets allocated to the designers have changed. This is please understand the budget, but in an unironic way. This is please understand the budget, but in an unironic way.
Here we go.
Fine, you'll live.
One moment, actually. I think I need to just, do one really quick thing. Take it. Sorry, yeah, that was just a, gig popping up. And I might be able to take that one on a Saturday.
Not sure I can live with the articulation, though.
Yeah.
Way. Not sure I can live with the articulation, though. Not sure I can live with most of the way. Not sure I can live with the articulation, though.
Here we are.
Most of the joints are here, but a lot of them get stuck on the kibble. Most of the joints are here, but a lot of them get stuck on the kibble. There are workarounds, such as moving the backpack panels back a bit. On the kibble. There are workarounds, such as moving the backpack panels back a bit. Or moving the carve wheels out of the way. Or
This is going to be my least favorite. I really don't like doing the articulation. It's very annoying.
or moving the carve wheels out of the way. But it's not stuff you really should need to do for basic posing. But
Here we are. Let's
wheels
take a
out of
look.
the way. But it's not stuff you really should need to do for basic posing. It's not hate.
And I might have gotten that, actually. Let's just... I might have a wedding gig on Saturday. Apologies, that was just important to respond to. I'm using my damn phone as the camera, but I'm also doing this. It's not ideal.
It's not hateful, but it is slightly annoying. It's not
Let's see. Let's see. Here we go.
posing. It's not hateful, but it is slightly annoying.
Here we are, and...
Still, even so, you can get some really nice poses out of this guy.
Yeah, I just realized I don't have to film for the best of 2023 when I eventually make that. That'll be nice.
Annoying. Still, even so, you can get some really nice poses out of this guy. Especially with the fake ab crunch that you can mistransform. He's a...
There we go. Ah, nope. Damn it.
This guy. Especially with the fake ab crunch that you can mistransform. He's a... He's a really nice transformer to photograph. There are definitely easier posing experiences in studios. There are definitely easier posing experiences in the Studio Series line. But I still have a lot of fun messing with him. Series line. But I still have a lot of fun messing with him.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Change of music time. We're going back to the Boo Womp, and we're going to change the song here. So let's go Boo Womp. Add in that.
Provided I'm gentle with the arms.
Okay, now here we need some music that's not... we need something a little bit, you know... Hey, it's been a while since I've used Clue Investigation. No, not that one. No. I can use that, but I don't think that's... Actually, that would work. Let's use some AI Somnium files.
Umezu-san, why are the arms entirely out of clear these would get? Backlash these would get, right? As far as clear plastic joints would get.
Let's do it to there, actually, so it comes in nice and strong.
Umezu-san, why are the arms entirely out of clear plastic?
Here we are.
I mean, it's not necessarily something I hate, and I think they're pretty durable as far as clear plastic joints go. But you have to have known the backlash these would get, right?
Here we are.
Joints go. But you have to have known the backlash these would get, right? But you had to have known the backlash these would get, right? But
The worst detective you know is in the house. No, he's not the worst detective. You have never heard of the original Jacques Clouseau. The original. The Peter Sellers version. Not the Steve Martin. The Steve Martin one actually solves the case. The Steve Martin Clouseau actually solves the case. The Peter Sellers one doesn't. He doesn't fucking solve the case. He gets arrested and blamed for the whole thing. He gets arrested and blamed for stealing the Pink Panther diamond. Clouseau is the most incompetent detective. At least Kaname Date actually solves the case. He may be a buffoon and a pervert, but he is actually a good detective.
joints go. But you had to have known the backlash these would get, right? Was there no way to make the elbow a separate joint?
Okay.
Right? Was there no way to make the elbow a separate joint?
Cause we used to get multiple Megatrons. Yeah, no, there's tons of Megatrons. I mean, there's a bunch of good Megatrons.
Maybe get rid of the wrist swivel and make the arm one solid piece with a clear insert instead.
Here we are.
Maybe get rid of the wrist swivel and make the arm one solid piece with a clear insert instead. Not like the included weapon needs a swivel. If it was a sword, I'd understand, but this guy... Not like the included weapon needs a swivel. If it was a sword, I'd understand, but this guy is... But this guy... gun that's supposed to... But this is a sword, I'd understand, but this...
Oh, there's a lot more. There's a lot more than 11 Negatrons. There's a lot more Negatrons than that. There's a lot more. There's a lot more than just that to collect.
But this... understand, but this is a gun that's supposed to look like it replaces the whole thing. Plus this brings a lot of longevity issues to the table. Plus this brings a lot of longevity issues to the table. I've had pretty good luck with clear plastic between Jazz and the Earthrise Datsuns.
Here we are.
Longevity issues to the table. I've had pretty good luck with clear plastic between Jazz and the Earthrise Datsuns.
Okay, just over 7 minutes of audio editing left. That's good. We might do this in the next half hour.
But many have not. But many have not.
Oh, damn, our house ending is 1 year old. Damn, that is a while. That is a while.
It's why this whole opaque window argument came to the table to begin with.
Here we go.
It's why this whole opaque window argument came to the table to begin with. Hell, there's been several reports of breakages with this specific figure, particularly going to vehicle mode.
Let's go. Bring that in.
To begin with. Hell, there's been several reports of breakages with this specific figure, particularly going to vehicle mode. Though...
We'll bring that back there so it's not,
Specific figure, particularly going to vehicle mode.
We'll put a bonk there. Bonk sounds. Hey, thank you for subscribing. I wonder if anyone will ever realize what that sound bite is supposed to be. Not bleep. No, bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Though, weirdly not the R. Particularly going to the vehicle.
Oh, wait. Let's do that.
Particularly going to the vehicle mode. Though...
There we go. Bring that there. Bring that there.
To the vehicle mode. Though, weirdly not on the arms, but rather with the backpack.
Here we are.
Again, not sure how this is possible given the ease I have with my copy, but the concern is there.
Here we are, bring that in.
Again, not sure how this is possible given the ease I have with my copy, but the concern is there. Originally I thought I'd hate the way these arms look, but seeing them in person, they're fine. Originally I thought I'd hate the way these arms look, but seeing them in person, they're fine. My main concern is just the longevity. My main concern is just the longevity. They seem fine now, at least more sturdy than the last few incidents.
Let's see, trying to think, is there anything else I've missed just before I continue? Anything else I've missed before I need to continue? Nah. The
last few incidents. But I still think it's kinda dumb. But I still think it's kinda dumb. Ultimately, though, I still think this is a pretty good robot mode. Yes, it's not accurate in the slightest, and yes, it's got issues that...
Actually, I can probably keep the thing here, because it's still a reasonable
prevent it from being the ultimate...
Here we are.
Kinda dumb. Ultimately, though, I still think this is a pretty good robot mode. Yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. Anyway, there we go.
Mode. Yes, it's not accurate in the slightest, and yes, it's got issues that prevent it...
Again, I'm sorry this is so boring, but this is the most menial part of it. You just got to keep going, and then it's done.
Got issues that prevent it from being the best it can be, but honestly, it's a pretty good deluxe robot. Pretty good. It's a pretty good.
You haven't missed much. It's only audio. The only interesting thing we've done is make a Family Guy cutaway joke.
It's a pretty good deluxe robot. Hey, at least it's interesting, unlike some of the other releases from the toy line. And
Yeah, a lot of the other Studio Series toys just I don't think are up to par. I really want to do a video on SS102 Optimus Prime.
robots. And hey, at least it's interesting, unlike some of the other releases from the toy line. Airazor and Cheetor make me...
No one's deep frying perspective end. Why are people... What? No. What?
From the toy line. Airazor and Cheetor make me want to sleep every time Airazor and Cheetor make me want to sleep every time I see them shell forming in the toy aisle. I wouldn't have even bothered getting Airazor if Hasbro didn't give me one. I wouldn't
Here we go.
have... toy aisle. I wouldn't have even bothered getting Airazor if Hasbro didn't give me one at the King's Comics events. Then someone give
Here we go. Boom, boom, boom.
getting Airazor if Hasbro didn't give me one at the
Oh, I cut it. I cut it at the wrong part.
Hasbro didn't give
Beta.
getting Airazor if
Oh.
Hasbro didn't give
Beta? So are you saying that Family Guy is a beta male?
give me one if Hasbro didn't give me one at the King
Oh, double peak. That's not good.
give me one at the King's Comics events. Then someone else was so bored they gave me theirs. Then I passed on to a Guardian passed it on to a Guardian of the Fans Toys order. Passed it on to a Guardian of
Oh, damn.
passed
There we go. Now it's over.
theirs. Then I passed it on to a Guardian of the Fans Toys order.
No, I'm joking. I know it's a meme. I'm making a joke out of it. Chill.
True story. I think he gave it to his son along with Cyberverse Repugnus. Toys order. True story. I think he gave it to his son along with Cyberverse Repugnus. Now let's slow that down. True story.
And then, actually, that's probably bad. I slowed it down because it's the last one.
Of the Fans Toys order. True story. I think he gave it to his son along with Cyberverse Repugnus. And then Rise of the Beasts Mirage is far from a perfect toy, but he is fun.
Let's bring this in and let's add a new music. We need something nice and upbeat for the end. Something nice and normal. I'm thinking something Pokemon. Something Pokemon sounds probably nice. Do I have Jubilife City? Yeah, I have Jubilife City. That'll be nice. Let's put in Jubilife City. That sounds nice.
Rise of the Beasts
Too loud. Need it to be.
Mirage is fun
Nah, needs to be.
toy, but
Let's do this.
Rise of the Beasts Mirage is far from a perfect toy, but he is Rise of the Beasts Mirage is far from a perfect toy, but he is fun.
Why does Imaginary look bad? What's Imaginary about?
And at the end of the day, that's what I place above all else in my collection.
I genuinely have no response for what Imaginary is, so... we're nearing the end of the audio in the review. There's only like a couple of minutes left of this, and looking like it'll probably be like an 18-minute video. And then we gotta go back and add the footage, then we gotta stabilize the footage, then we gotta add all the graphics. So we probably will get this done today.
And is fun. And at the end of the day, that's what I place above all else in my collection. I'm aware that for display-oriented collections, this isn't exactly ideal, but that just ain't me.
Here we go.
Else in my collection.
Oh, okay, fair.
I'm aware that for display-oriented collections, this isn't exactly ideal, but that just ain't me. always happy to have a good toy of a character I like. It doesn't necessarily just, I'm always happy to have a good toy of a character I like.
I feel this discourse kind of goes into the whole Cyberverse Chromia thing where people are getting really angry.
That just ain't me. I'm always happy to have a good toy of a character I like. Toy of a character I like.
Yeah, imaginary sounding pretty bad in the chat. Oh dear.
It doesn't necessarily have to be completely accurate to the source material as long as it embodies the energy enough. Of a character I like. It doesn't necessarily have to be completely accurate to the source material as long as it embodies the energy enough. Embodies, as long as it as long as it embodies the energy enough. I do think it does more, and I do think it does more so than other outings from the film. Embodies the energy enough. And I do think it does, more so than other outings from the film. Here I think I need to mention the main line, because at least it looks more like Mirage than... It feels more like Mirage than the main line, and is an absolute dog shit like the... Least... At
this point, I think I might need...
From the film. At least it feels more like Mirage than the main line, and is an absolute dog shit.
Do you know that Rise of the Beast Mirage never actually... The studio series never actually released in Japan. Only the mainline did, which is... I don't get why. That's bizarre. It's very bizarre.
Absolute dog shit like the main line. The main line. Than the main line, and is...
Let's give a nice rumble there. Rumbles help give a bit of accent to things.
It is an absolute dog shit like the main... It absolutely could have been better, as many fan designs have shown us. It absolutely could have been better, as many fan designs have shown us. But these designs didn't have to account for an overbearing car company...
Here we go, and...
Shown us. But these designs didn't have to account for an overbearing car company insisting their precious brand... Overbearing car company insisting their...
Okay, this one I feel I need some more audio effects on.
Precious brand... Tarnished by the... Precious brand is tarnished by the oh-so-horrifying disaster. Precious brand is tarnished.
Here we are, and then we bring this back in. What do I put there? What do I put there?
What
do I feel like putting here? What do I feel like popping here? Trying to think. Oh, hey, Tiger Hawk, I am doing quite well. Trying to think. What do I put here? Something really obnoxiously cute. What's something really obnoxiously cute that I can do? I'm trying to think. Something very corporate and brand safe and stupid. What am I gonna do? Trying to think. I'm just drawing a blank here. Oh dear. I gotta think, and I'm just drawing a blank. What am I gonna put here? Miku. Miku's not brand safe. Have you seen some of the shit they do with that? I'm not putting Baby Shark. I've never heard Baby Shark in my life, and I want to keep it that way. Thank you very much. So let me think. Trying to think. Shit, come on. What am I gonna put here? Kirbo's not brand safe. Have you seen Kirby Law? Have you fucking seen Kirby Law? Kirby Law gets dark as shit easily. Trying to think. something obnoxiously brand safe and cute to put in music there for like a quick second. The people will know, but I don't know. I don't want to use Pokemon because I'm not using Pokemon music anyway. That's kind of pointless. I know. I know what I'll use. Here we go. No, that's orchestral. I need the original. 30 minutes? Why is that the only one? I just need background music. I just need background music. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. And now we switch to, audio thing. Guagura, the most brand-safe, cute-fied VTuber you can imagine. We stand Rin Penrose. We stand Rin Penrose, not a Hololive. I'm sorry. Back to Mirage. And is it ready yet? Oh, well, at least the background loop actually downloaded quickly because that is fucking long. Why is the only BGM 30 fucking minutes? That makes no sense. Makes literally no sense. Okay, so we got the music there. We might do that a bit later, though, because first off, what we're going to do is we're going to use a little audio effect that I like to call... no, don't render anything, you idiot! -5. And we're going to copy and paste this. We're going to double post it. And what we're going to do is... we're going to bring it to 1 frame across. When we do this, it creates a nice little audio effect. And listen how this sounds.
Precious wand is tarnished by...
There we are. Now we can do this. And now we can bring this down to 10. No, stop rendering the files. I don't want you to render anything else. We've already rendered the audio. It's enough. Fucking stop.
Company insisting their precious wand is tarnished by the oh-so-horrifying disaster of cutting a panel in half.
There we go. This is what I have to do for every cutaway gag. Oh yeah, Coulter's pretty good. I kind of prefer, Animated Bumblebee is brilliant, and Coulter is pretty good. But, I prefer the Legacy one. I have both, and I think Legacy is just an improvement.
Cutting a panel of...
Let's bring in that to make that a bit...
of cutting a panel in half. Those toys could work at a deluxe budget, and Hasbro would happily deliver. Those toys could work at a deluxe budget, and Hasbro would happily deliver. But Porsche would not.
Here we are.
Deliver. But Porsche would not. So in essence, SS105 Mirage and Legacy Evolution Breakdown are brothers in arms.
Here we go. Favorite Pokemon? Mine is Giratina. Giratina is fucking awesome.
In arms. Screwed over by corporate fuckery, but
Bleep the fuck. Bleep the fuck.
screwed over by corporate fuckery, but secretly hiding brilliance within. That nobody cares about because ranting about a shitty toy is...
Maybe another Boo Womp here. God, I feel like I'm overusing the Boo Womps, but... maybe there's something else. There's something else I can do. Actually, a punch might work, because I've used a lot of Boo Womps already. So let's use your punch.
That nobody cares...
Maybe that's a bit better.
within. That nobody cares about because ranting about a shitty toy is...
There we go. There we are.
A shitty toy is in for...
Oh, wait, I'm still on the punch sound effect. I need to switch to the bleep. Haha, I'm an idiot. There we go.
a shitty toy is infinitely more popular. Infinitely more popular. But that's the same old nonsense over and over again. But infinitely more popular. But that's the same old nonsense over and over again. Mirage is another Silver Deluxe in a long line of Silver Deluxes in Studio Series.
Come on, I'm so close to
Over and
finishing
over
this.
again. Mirage is another Silver Deluxe in a long line of Silver Deluxes in Studio Series.
Favorite Digimon? I don't know Digimon, I'm sorry.
Studio Series that everyone gets incredibly angry over.
Ash with Serena. I don't know who Serena is, I'm afraid. Is that one of the characters? I haven't played. I've only really. It's been long since I've played, and I don't think I've seen the anime.
In Studio Series that everyone gets incredibly angry over. If it's not parts forming, it's weird proportions.
Let's bring that in.
Incredibly angry over. If it's not parts forming, it's weird proportions.
Oh, thanks for the subscribe. Nice.
Proportions. Proportions. If it's not paint allocation, it's size. How dare you buy this? How dare you buy this reasonably priced, well-scaled jazz figure? You should instead drop triple. You should instead drop triple digit. Ah, wow, that is.
Okay, so that's not correct.
You.
Let's bring that back. And oh, it looks like I need to drag it out as well.
Jazz figure. You should instead.
Let's bring this out as far as we can. Can I go any further? Yeah, I can. I know what's going on. Premiere Pro acting up today.
But that's the same old nonsense. As figure. You should instead drop triple digits on the out-of-print Human Alliance version instead, you troglodytes!
Again, thank you to TFanPage101 for giving me that. Because, of course, Lamau.
Troglodytes digits on the. You should instead drop triple digits on the out-of-print Human Alliance. Troglodytes! Definitely more.
That sounded good. Why did I do that again? Was there something I got wrong? Was there something I got wrong?
You should instead drop triple digits on the out-of-print Human Alliance version, you troglodytes!
Yeah, that sounds better. That does sound better. I must have realized there was something wrong in it, but I don't know what it was at the time. But I trust the me from back then to know what it was.
Jazz figure. You should instead drop triple digits on the out-of-print Human Alliance version, you troglodytes! Damn, in fact, genuinely, you keep complaining. Well,
Here we go.
troglodytes! Well, you keep complaining. Keep complaining. Genuinely, I hope you get better versions of these later down the line.
I think that, well, you keep complaining is a bit sarcastic, so I'm just going to cut that out.
Dites. Genuinely, I hope you. Maybe they'll revisit Mirage with a more accurate outing in the future.
Because that seems very sarcastic, and I don't really feel that. I'm not feeling that line anymore.
These later down the line. Maybe they'll.
Oh, whoa. Why did that go all the way there? That's supposed to be there.
Down the line. Maybe they'll revisit Mirage with a more accurate outing in the future. And if that satisfies you, more power to you. And if outing in the future. And if that satisfies you, more power to you. For me, I reckon this is a pretty good release. But for me, I reckon this is a pretty good release. And I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
Here we are.
And I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. And I'm satisfied. And I'm satisfied. And I'm satisfied. It could be better, but any toy could be.
Add more Xenoblade characters to Smash. I don't really know who I'd add. I mean, Morag would be pretty nice. She's badass. Trying to think. I don't know, Morag's the one that I think would be really cool. Trying to think who else, but there's not really a lot. Rhyme would be funny.
It could be better, but any toy could be better if they didn't have corporate restrictions placed on them.
Here we go. Just about there.
Didn't have corporate restrictions placed on them. Given the circumstances, and even ignoring said circumstances,
Here we are.
restrictions placed on them. Given the circumstances, and even ignoring said circumstances, I genuinely like this toy.
Put Gravity Rush on Switch and I will definitely play it.
I genuinely like this toy. I'm glad to have it in my collection.
Here we are.
This toy as its own thing, I'm glad to have it in my collection. But as always, fandom public consciousness is a conversation, so drop, but a collection. But as always, fandom public consciousness is a conversation, so
Almost there.
drop your thoughts on
Almost there. Almost there.
conversation, so drop your thoughts on inaccuracies and limitations below. Do you think it was fair given the circumstances?
Here we are.
Below. Do you think it was fair given the circumstances? Is Hasbro secretly Satan and the only way to exercise them is to only buy third party?
Sony don't do anything with Gravity Rush other than shut down the server less than a year after the second game's launch course.
Which somehow supports Hasbro? Which
Yeah, well, Gravity Rush isn't generic action-adventure game with bland protagonists, so of course they're going to shut it down.
by third party? Which somehow supports Hasbro?
Oh, shit, we're actually done! The audio's what's cutting across.
I don't get that statement, but I keep seeing it.
Here we go.
Hasbro? I don't get that statement, but I keep seeing it. Confuses me.
Here we are, here we are.
It confuses me. Oh, never mind. As per usual, remember, there's a context for everything. But
Here we go.
confuses me. But never mind.
When I Spark Finger Puppet Optimus Prime review, I was supposed to do the Tacticon assortments at the Legendary Marathon, but the War for Cybertron video just took way too long, so I ended up pushing it back. So probably this year's Legendary Marathon, if I get around to doing that.
As per usual, remember, there's a context for everything. Till next time.
And we'll pop in the end thing later.
Everything. Till next time.
There we go. So it's going to be about 19 minutes. Just shy of 19 minutes when I add in the outro. Yay, we good. So 18... Yep, that's all good. So yeah, we can now start doing this. We can now start focusing on the interesting parts. What do you recommend for storing comic books? I store it in a bit of a weird way, in a ring binder with specialized comic sleeves that are very expensive off Amazon. Most people just use boxes and sleeves, but that's just for me. Yeah, V1 and Gabriel would never be added to Smash because Ultra Kill's not on Switch. It just isn't. Okay, so that was the switch around, so... Here we go. Actually, no, let's clear in and out. And pop that in.
Studio Series has been a line that prides itself...
Actually, wait, there is one more thing I need to do. I completely forgot about it. Completely forgot. And that's not... It's really poor form that I forgot about it. It was here somewhere. So... I need to go back.
body first, and then that gives clearance for the entire top. I just can't agree. At least I've never had any issues with it personally. The real trick is to do the bottom half of the body first, and then that...
What I need to do here is add the Patreon scroll. So, we drop that, and here we go.
gives clearance for the entire top half. And do take your time, because this entire top section here is clear plastic. It's mostly durable, at least from my own experience, and I have heard some conflicting things. But as always, just take it easy. Don't rush it, the toy's not going anywhere.
Okay, now this goes to where's speed duration. We put that down to 1%, and then that goes to the end here. And I think there will do it fine. Now we just go... Oh, there it is. What am I doing? I'm dumb. So now we just pop this here. And that's how we're gonna have the Patreon scroll.
I've seen in the line, and it's not quite as good as Umezu's other works, but still, it's pretty alright. I'd happily do it again.
Now we can do the rest. Now we can do the rest. Okay, so this is where we go with this. We'll pop that there.
Studio Series has been a line that prides itself on hyper-accuracy in both modes, at least to the level they're able to at the price point provided. So, whenever a toy in this line has issues with accuracy in both modes.
Here we are. There we go.
At least to the level they're able to at the price point provided. So,
Here we are.
whenever a toy in this line has issues with accuracy, predictably the fandom goes ballistic. It might seem annoying to some, but it makes sense given what the line positions itself as. When accuracy is one of the primary selling points, of course people are going to complain when something isn't accurate. Rise of the Beasts Mirage is not accurate. There are a few design
Here we are. We're gonna cut it in there, and it's gonna start spinning.
cues here and there, but by and large, this is a wholly original beast.
Maybe we'll bring it in a bit for that, just to make it a bit more visible, I reckon. I reckon that'll be a bit better.
There are a few design cues here and there, but by and large, this is a wholly original beast. The torso
Here we are.
chunks are where they're supposed to be, but they look nothing like in the film. The thighs are accurate, but everything below them flat out isn't. Weirdly enough, the use of shoulder chunks is actually accurate. But the backpack sure as shit ain't. Not even the proportions are accurate. The screen model is a twink, plain and simple. It's the kind of design that would make Paper Plane go woozy at the knees. This toy
We're gonna, actually, maybe we can pop that in there for later. We can probably pop that in now, so that we don't have to worry about it later on. You can pop in Rise of the Beast footage now, so we don't have to worry about it later.
Oh, what's with the aggression?
It's the kind of design that would make Paper Plane go woozy at the knee.
And we're gonna pop something in later, so we don't need to worry about, let's just flip it just to be safe. Just to be safe, we gotta flip the footage. It's not super necessary, but, you know. Just gonna do that and move that across. We're gonna pop something in there later, so we don't have to worry about it.
Simple. It's the kind of design that would make Paper Plane go woozy at the knees. This toy gets close, but the shoulders are spaced further apart to make room for the... I
think that goes there.
But the shoulders are spaced further apart to make room for the transformation joints. Consequently, he's more of a twunk. Many Rise of the Beast toys had discrepancies with their CGI models due to being based
Oh god, because I take some rest. If you got a headache, you know.
on unfinished concept art. It's
Anime's never gonna be in Smash. I'm sorry, it just isn't.
something that keeps happening over and over again. Just look at the Bumblebee lineup. And just look at it happening over and over again.
Here we go, we're gonna bring that down. And why is that all the way across there? That's weird.
Just look at the Bumblebee lineup. Mirage was not... Just look at the Bumblebee lineup. Mirage was not one of these cases, however. He released a reasonable amount of time after the movie, likely due to Porsche overseeing the whole operation. And therein lies the actual reason he is different. Porsche placed heavy restrictions
Okay, and then this point we're gonna add in all of the extra stuff, which I'll have to go back and download later.
on how the figure would be designed. We know from discussions in live streams that the biggest issue they ran into was Porsche not allowing the logo streams that the biggest issue they ran into was Porsche not allowing the logo to be split down the middle, leading to the rest of the toy needing to be designed around them. The rest of the
Here we are.
kibble and proportions needed to be placed in a way where they would not interfere with said panels, so ultimately, Mirage is the way he is. From certain perspectives,
Wow, that is just long enough. Wow. That's often why I try to go longer than I need to, because often you don't know that kind of stuff. It's hard to tell. Anywho, that's going well.
is. From certain perspectives, you could even argue that this toy flat out isn't Rise of the Beast Mirage. However, if you've been with this channel for a while, you'll know that's not something that necessarily gets marked as an issue in my book. I keep thinking back to Legacy Evolution Breakdown from last year, who the community shuts upon to almost a ridiculous level. The fact he wasn't a Countach might as well have been a war crime, given how some people reacted. But in spite of all that, I ended up really liking
Actually, no, there's something.
Rise of the Beast Mirage. However, from certain perspectives,
Okay, we might need to drag this out a bit and put something else there.
you could even argue something that necessarily gets marked as an issue in my book. I keep thinking back to Legacy Evolution Breakdown from last year, who the community shuts upon to almost a ridiculous level. The fact he wasn't a Countach might as well have been a war crime, given how some people reacted. But in spite of all that, I ended up
Yeah, I probably should have put something else there, but I didn't, and that was poor of me.
really liking Breakdown. In fact, I genuinely say he's my favorite
Wait, where's the rest of the Stunticons? There it is.
of the Stunticons.
That's why.
Warts and all. And just like Breakdown, in spite of his blatant inaccuracies, I really like Mirage. He's sort of in his own space, separate from the rest. Interesting. Mirage. He's sort of in his own space, separate from the rest of the Rise of the Beast designs. At the end of the day, he's just a fun little robot.
And we got the Blowhigh now. Yay, Blowhigh time.
At the end of the day, he's just a fun little robot. The head sculpt is quite lovely. I wish they'd given him a smirk or something, but he brings the charm of the design to life reasonably well. Just don't look at it too close. Interestingly, this was my biggest concern going in. The stock photos showed a primarily silver head crest being used, and not gonna lie, it looked ugly. With a silver forehead that would have given Takagi-san a run for her money, the eyes ended up looking awfully squinted, almost like an unwanted racial stereotype. Here, it ends up looking much more
Here we go.
ends up looking much more
Breakdown left for holiday? What do you mean Breakdown left for a holiday? Breakdown's great. I stand by Breakdown. Breakdown's awesome.
proportionate. And the eyes pop a lot more too. I wish it got some more side to side, but it gets the job done. The torso is alright. The parts are all in the right spots, but without the underhanging kibble, it sort of feels like an approximation. As an approximation, though, it does pretty well. I love
Here we go.
that the torso is formed from the real parts of the bumper.
Ah, the silver foreheads. Yeah, the original stock photos for this was not good. The stock photos for this was awful. Fucking awful.
I love that the torso is formed from the real parts of the bumper. Third parts are usually fine in my book,
I filmed it the wrong way around. I gotta turn that.
but I appreciate they were able to do it. The parts are usually fine in my book, but
And this is why I do everything in order as well, so usually I don't have to go looking around for it.
I appreciate they were able to do it legitimately here. A more staunch car company wouldn't have allowed such. Just look at how petty Lamborghini was.
Yeah, Mirage probably was the best part of the movie. Mirage and Noah were the best parts.
Not allowing them to split the windshield on Sunstreaker and his redecos. Sure, the headlights at the back are was not allowed. Petty Lamborghini was not allowing them to split the windshield on. Petty Lamborghini was not allowing them to split.
Yeah, they had
the windshield.
They fucked up the entire transformation on Sunstreaker because they wouldn't let them split the windshield, and it really annoyed me. You know, the plate used to cover Megatron's mouth in tank mode. Anyone keep it as a face card? Yeah, I think some people did. I think it looks a bit silly on the new one, but the old one I can see it making sense.
Shield on Sunstreaker and his redecos. Sure, the headlights at the back are pretty conspicuous, but I've never really cared too much about back.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Pop that there. Ah, come on. Come on, work with me today. I'm trying my damned hardest. And now I lost my place. No, it was Reveal in Project. Where was it? Reveal in Project. There. Now I'm back to where it was.
Backpack kibble. My main gripe here is how flat the midriff is. It's detailed well, but it's flatter than
Yeah, so this point we're going to put in a graphic there.
the monolith from Space Odyssey. I get why it's right up against the ground in vehicle mode. There's no room, so it's understandable. Still a smidge annoying. The legs go for an even
Here we are, the legs.
bigger departure, though. The thighs are straight from the screen model, albeit done in faux parts. However, everything else is bordering on completely original design work. They reference
How do those thigh pieces even look? Like, those thigh pieces don't make any sense. How do they end up on there when they're like at the back of the car or at the front of the car? It doesn't make any sense. Those thigh pieces do not make sense from the transformation. Oh well. Thoughts on Mortal Kombat? I don't really know much about Mortal Kombat. It's not my kind of game. Peacemaker's great though. The first season was great.
reference the model whenever they can, but due to how the panels work, more often than not, it's just not possible. In many ways, this shares more in common with Studio Series Jolt than it does
There we go. We can pop that in there.
with Pete Davidson.
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is gonna have to change.
But you know what? I actually really like this. Maybe it's because
Yeah, I feel that the Hasbro designers really should say no, because Aaron Archer did that. Aaron Archer said, we can't make a toy of this, please. Make it transform properly. Then Warden didn't, and now the new ones are kind of pushing a little bit, but not as much as Archer did.
one of my favorite aesthetics is dual guns with a trench coat, but I've always loved coattails. Maybe it's because one of my favorite aesthetics is dual guns with a trench coat, but
I'm going to put some
But I've-
Hellsing stuff there later. That'll be good.
always loved coattails on robots. These also look a lot more cohesive in comparison to Jolt. They don't. These also look a lot more cohesive
Here we go.
in comparison to Jolt. They don't jut out in a weird way. I wish I could say the same for the kibble on the side of the calves, though. They sort of just sit there. Jolt. They don't jut out.
Okay, let's just, actually, no, that actually makes more sense to go backwards. We put that there, that there. So why did I do that backwards? That's weird. It's very weird. Do it like that, that makes more sense.
Bots. These also look a lot more cohesive in comparison to Jolt. They don't jut out in a weird way. I wish I could say the same for the kibble on the side of the calves, though. They sort of just sit there, not fitting in with the rest very well. Again, I get why the ties into the calves, though. They sort of just sit there, not fitting in with the rest very well. Again, I get why they're here, but they're still annoying. You can flip them up, though, and
Okay, so
honestly,
I'm going to have to zoom in on that because I forgot to film
still
something.
annoying.
Okay. Here we are.
You can flip them up, though, and honestly, I think this is okay. It doesn't.
Well, actually, easier to see that one. That one's easier.
Can though, and honestly, I think this is okay. It doesn't
There we go.
interfere with the knee
Thoughts on Flash the movie? I have not seen Flash, and I don't intend to see it. The Flush.
joint too much, at least not as much as the wheels at the back. It doesn't interfere with the knee joint too much,
There we
at
go.
least not as much as the wheels at the back. It's
There we go.
sort of ties into the windswept look quite well anyway, so I don't see this as an issue. I think the feet are all right as well. I see a lot of complaints for these, but considering they're running off the same old deluxe budget, I don't see what else. I think the feet are all right as well. I see a lot of complaints for these articulations, but considering they're running off the same old deluxe budget, I don't see what else they could have done. Yes, inflation means that deluxes have gotten more expensive, but I don't
There we go.
particularly think the budgets allocated to the designers have changed. This is please understand the budget, but in an unironic way. Not sure I can live with the articulation,
Okay, my least favorite part. I hate doing the articulation. It's so frustrating. Ah.
it's not really neat. Though. just
So I gotta do that, and then I gotta do this.
Most of the joints are here, but a lot of them get stuck on the kibble. There are workarounds, such as moving the backpack panels back a bit, or moving the carve wheels out, but it's not stuff you really should need to do for basic posing. It's not hateful, but it is slightly annoying. Still, even so...
Okay, we put this here, and then we turn off visibility so we can cut this.
Not sure I can live with the articulation.
Here we go. Should Mirage have been a Voyager? No, people would have been really angry about that. If Mirage should have been a Voyager, then they would have asked, well, why isn't this a Voyager? Well, why isn't that a Voyager? Have you seen the feedback that Sandstorm got? Fucking Sandstorm, a triple changer? Okay, so we've got the hinge there.
Articulation, though. Most of the joints...
There we go.
Most of the joints are here, but a lot of them get stuck on the kibble. There are workarounds, such
Here we are.
stuck on the
Bring the
stuck on the kibble. There are workarounds, such as moving the backpack
wrist swivel. There we go.
stuff you panels back a bit, or moving.
Here we. Oh no! No. No! Don't zoom in. Come on. I'm trying to do this properly, and it's just not being cooperative. Here we
Or
go.
moving the carve wheels out of the way. But it's not stuff you really...
Here we go.
Moving the carve wheels out of the way.
Sandstorm isn't a Scorponok repaint. It is kind of funny that they did 3 Sandstorms, and the last one they did happens to be the G1 version. They could do a 4th Sandstorm if they do a Ruination / Boldergus. How am I a doctor anyway? I have a PhD in shit taste. Never knew editing was this complicated. Every video is this complicated. Except maybe the Legendary episodes. I can usually knock those out in a day of editing. But yeah.
But it's not stuff you really... Moving the carve wheels out of the way. But it's not stuff you really...
Actually, that's probably better for there.
Moving the carve wheels out of the way.
Okay. Now here we go.
But it's not stuff you really need to do.
Surprisingly, the legs aren't hampered on the...
Stuff you really should need posing. It's should need to do for basic. But it is like so
Damn, it's out of frame. I need to go here. It's out of frame. There we go.
posing. It's not hateful.
Okay, that needs to be in.
Posing. It's not hateful, but it's...
And then the foot posing. There we go. And that's how we do the articulation. And then we have to come back and do everything else. Inferno must... Yeah, and I think Inferno's okay. Inferno's fine. Just not great, not terrible. Let's also drop these in the completed folder just because we don't really need them anymore.
Annoying. Still, even so, you can get some really nice poses out of this guy. Especially...
And this is where we'll actually bring in a graphic I don't often use, which is the the fan mode articulation graphic. I don't tend to use it very much because there's not a lot of cases where it pops up.
Especially with the fake ab crunch that you can mistransform. He's the fake ab crunch.
Let me bring that up.
Fake ab crunch that you can mistransform. He's a really nice transformative photograph. There are definitely easier posing experiences in the Studio Series line, but I still have a lot of fun messing with him, provided I'm gentle with the arms. Umezu-san, why are the arms entirely out of clear plastic? I mean, it's not necessarily something I hate, and I think they're pretty durable as far as clear plastic joints. Necessarily something I hate, and I think they're pretty durable as far.
Have any thoughts on the Beast Combiner figures? I kind of wanted the Lyo Convoy one, but it never came out in Australia, so I might get one eventually, but I probably won't. Eventually if I see one cheap, but it just never released here.
As far as clear plastic joints go, but you had to have known the backlash these would get, right? Was there no way to make the elbow a separate joint. Maybe get rid of the...
Okay, so that needs to be longer. That needs to be longer. That needs to go there. That needs to go there. That needs to go there.
Maybe get rid of the wrist swivel and make the arm one solid piece with a clear insert instead. It's not like the included weapon needs a swivel. If it was a sword, it needs a swivel. If it was
There we go.
a sword, I'd understand. But this is a gun that's supposed to understand. But this is a gun that's supposed to look like it replaces the whole thing. Plus, this brings a lot of longevity issues to the table. I've had pretty
Here we go.
good luck with clear plastic between Jazz and the Earthrise Datsun. Luck with clear plastic
Here we go.
between Jazz and the Earthrise Datsuns. But many have not. It's why this whole opaque window argument came to the table to begin with.
Okay, I'll need to put some more stuff there. Godzilla swept all at the Oscars. If only it did. If only it did. Yes, I have seen Megamind. Megamind's great. I'm gonna check this. It won Best Pictures at Japan. What the? The hell? Best, these are just shoot. What the fuck is this article? You mean swept the Oscars? Do you mean stepped the Oscars? Lamau. But yeah, well, good.
Hell, there's been several reports of breakages with this specific figure, particularly going... Hell, there's been several reports of breakages with this specific figure, particularly going to the vehicle mode. Though, weirdly not on the arms, but rather with the backpack. Again, not sure how this is possible given the ease I have with my copy, but
I'll go back and fix that a bit later, because actually, no, maybe I should just do that now. It's probably going to be easier. This is something I can do, so I can go back to the footage. I did it at the end, so bring it out again. And... no, it's going to be like that. Speed duration, let's go 500.
not sure how this
Let's try 5,000.
is possible given the ease I have with my copy, but
That'll do. That'll do. Yay.
the concern is there. Originally, I thought I'd hate the way these arms look, but seeing them in with my copy, but the concern is there. Originally, I thought I'd hate the way these arms look, but seeing them in person,
Almost there. Would I buy Studio Series Outback? I don't know. It depends on if it looks good.
seeing them in person, yeah, they're fine. My main concern is just the longevity. They seem fine now, at least more sturdy than the last few incidents. They seem fine now, at least more sturdy than the last few incidents, but I still...
What is it with Porsche, like, cars and clear plastic? Because Jazz had that issue as well. Although he wasn't a licensed Porsche. He was just a regular one. Maybe let's bring it down again so I can just... so you can see what I'm doing.
still think it's kinda dumb. Ultimately though, I still think this is a pretty good robot mode. Yes, it's not accurate in the slightest, and yes, it's got issues that...
There we go. I don't know about Nemesis Prime. I'm gonna be honest, I think the concept of Nemesis Prime and a whole bunch of things, unless there's a massive change with it, I feel it's a little bit overdone and boring. To be fair, I've never really been that fond of evil counterparts, because if it's just, oh, it's this version, but evil, or oh, it's this version, but good. It's one of the reasons I can't really get into Shattered Glass. I love the decos, but the actual concept of it's not my thing.
Yes, it's got issues that prevent it from being the best it can be, but honestly, it's a pretty good deluxe robot. And hey, at least it's interesting, unlike some of the other releases from the toy line. Airraiser and Cheetor make me want to sleep every time I see them shell forming in the toy aisle.
Oh, damn, I got the finger in the corner there. I'll need to zoom in on it.
I wouldn't have even
I'll need to zoom in a little bit on that so I get rid of that so it doesn't look noticeable. Fuck, I had the finger at the very top of the camera.
Bothered getting Air Razor
What do I think of Legacy Lockdown? I think Legacy Lockdown's okay. I think it's okay. It's pretty good.
if Hasbro didn't give me one at the King's Air Razor. If Hasbro didn't give me one at the King's Comics events, then someone else was so bored they gave me theirs, then I passed it on to a Guardian of the Fans Toys order. True story.
Here we go. And this is gonna cut off here. And we're in the home stretch. We've got 2 minutes left on this.
Rise of the Beasts Mirage is far from a perfect toy, but he is fun. And at the end...
There we go. Also, I'm not going to put the Patreon scroll until later, because there may be some people who join the Patreon just to get early access to this, and then I want to put them in the final video. So I usually leave it and render it on the last day and do that.
End of the day, that's what I place above all else in my collection. I'm aware that for display-oriented collections, this isn't exactly ideal, but that just ain't me. I'm always happy to have a good toy of a character I like. It doesn't
And the random long arm, because fuck you.
necessarily have to be completely accurate to the source material, as long as it embodies the energy enough. And I do think it does to the source material, as long as it embodies the energy enough. And I do think it does, more so than other outings from the film. The energy embodies the energy.
Actually, no, that does need to go there.
I think it does, more so than other outings from the film. At least it feels more like Mirage than the main to the source material, as
Actually, no, that is right.
as long as it does, more so than other outings from the film.
Wait, no, let's do this backwards. Let's do this backwards.
I do think it does, more so than other outings from the film. At least it feels more like Mirage than the main line, and is an absolute dog shit like the main line. It absolutely could have been better, as many fans other outings from the film. Other outings from the film. At least it feels more like Mirage.
That'll work. It's a bit fast, but it'll work. Have I tried looking into Allspark Power? Yeah, Allspark Power I think is where Nightwatch Optimus Prime came from.
Than the main line, and is an absolute dog shit like the main line. It absolutely could have been better, as many fan designs have shown us. But these designs didn't have to account for an overbearing car company insisting their precious brand is tarnished by the oh so horrifying disaster of cutting a panel in half. Those toys could work at a deluxe budget, and Hasbro would happily deliver, but Porsche would not. So in essence, SS105 Mirage and Legacy Evolution, but Porsche and Hasbro would happily deliver. Budget and Hasbro would happily deliver, but Porsche would not. So in essence, SS105.
Here we are, just out there. An evac looking blackout? Yes, that was actually evac, I think, yeah. It was based on the Cybertron design, I think.
5 Mirage and Legacy Evolution Breakdown are brothers in arms. Screwed over by corporate fuckery, but secretly
just about done with this.
Secretly hiding brilliance within. That nobody
Actually, wait, that was, yeah, cut off there.
cares about, because ranting about a shitty toy is infinitely more popular. But that's the same old nonsense over and over again. Mirage is another Silver Deluxe in a long line of Silver Deluxes in Studio Series that everyone gets incredibly angry over. If it's not parts forming its weird proportions. If it's not paint allocation, its size. How dare you buy this reasonably priced, well-scaled jazz figure? You shouldn't.
Here we go.
Instead, drop triple digits on the out-of-print Human Alliance version, you troglodytes. Genuinely, I hope you get better versions of these later down the line. Maybe they'll revisit. I hope you get better
And we're using 2 here because I cut out a line there. Which evac do I prefer? I don't really have a favorite evac at the moment. The only evac I have is the Legends one based on the Universal ride, so... Actually, no, I do have the Legends Cybertron one. That one I really like.
Better versions of these later down the line. Maybe they'll revisit Mirage with a more accurate outing in the future. And if that satisfies you, more power to you. But for me,
There we go.
I reckon this is a pretty good release. And I'm satisfied. It could be better, but any toy could be better if they didn't have corporate restrictions placed on them. Given the circumstances, and even ignoring said circumstances, I genuinely like this toy. As its own thing, I'm glad to have it in my collection. But as always, fandom public consciousness is a conversation.
Here we go.
So drop your thoughts on inaccuracies and limitations below. Do you think it was fair given the circumstances? Is
Here we go.
Hasbro secretly Satan, and the only way to exercise them is to
God, that toy is so shit. God, that Make Toys Thrust is so shit. There might have been a Joel Pryder's Revenge of the
only by
debut.
third
I'm not sure.
party, which somehow supports Hasbro? I don't get that statement, but I keep seeing it. It confuses me, but never mind. As per usual, remember, there's a context for...
Yeah, I remember. I forgot I did this backwards, so I actually had this there. Okay.
for everything.
And now we can actually come up here and drop everything away. Actually, no, we can just take the whole footage. No, we can't, actually. No, we need to go... First off, we need to go to the ending. So now that I've put that in there and there's nothing that's going to be actually interfering with it, we can put in the ending part here. Let's see, where is it? Where's the ending? There it is. It's in a separate thing. What am I doing?
Time.
There we go. And now this is where the new ending comes in. We now actually have a new ending outro. We now actually have a new ending thing. We don't have the same old press garden anymore.
Next for everything. Till next.
I'll show you what it's like. New outro. Well, you might have seen it already, actually.
Till next time.
Yeah, we got some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stuff. Interesting thing about this, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's nice and simple. Oh, I'll tell you about it once it's done. So, this one is actually a song from a remastering project that they did for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And they never finished it. It was a remastering of all the tracks they used. And they never ended up finishing it. And it's really sad because it was really good. Which means I can't actually find the original download. I only have it saved on my hard drive. And it really sucks, but, you know, I figured I wanted a different outro because the outro I've currently got isn't really fitting the vibe at the moment. And I've been using it for a while now. I think 3 years at this point. Yeah, 3 years. It's been some time. So, here we go. Now we can actually turn on some music and actually do the next part, which is far less far more weird. So we're going to solo that, and now it's time for some warp stabilization. Let's save this now and turn off autosave, because autosave always buggers with this process, and it's very annoying. Autosave, turn off autosave. Here we go. Bringing the splatty tune into this while I do something that's surprisingly less tedious than the whole, surprisingly less tedious than the audio editing. God, I'm looking for the right words there, but I can't seem to remember it. I can never remember the right words for some of this stuff. And then because of the... Not a subsequence, fuck you. No! Nested. I'm noticing a lot of glitches with this at the moment, so I'm just gonna make sure that I cross this. Here we go. Now we just keep going and adding it to everything. Adding it to everything we can. Just go across. And then we don't add it to that because that's a tripod shot. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. The graphics probably won't take very long. Aside from maybe the monolith one. The monolith one's going to be a bit of a pain, I think. I have a sneaking suspicion, and I'm not really happy about that. And why isn't this analyzing? Why are none of these analyzing? What the hell? Oh, well that doesn't need analyzing because that's done, but why are none of these analyzing? Huh? Oh god, well, let's try clearing the cache. Let's try clearing the cache. It's not analyzing any of this, it's just flat out not doing any of it. That is frustrating as hell. That is very frustrating. More of a designer? I think it's the car company, because, you know, they said they had to make all of these restrictions on the car, and they had to work around it, just because Porsche said no. Porsche said, no, we're not allowing you to split the logo, we're not allowing you to split the car hood, you have to do it this way. A line continuity... Is there a line continuity lockdown? I don't remember. Name one in the comics. People keep asking me about Lockdown just because the name's Dr. Lockdown, but Lockdown's not my favorite character. So Lamau. Soz. I just gotta wait for this to clear the cache now. It's been annoying, but oh well. We do what we do. Sometimes this just doesn't function. Oh well. Just gonna wait for that to do its thing. Yeah, nah. Just gotta wait for this to do it. I might make myself some toast while I wait for that to clear. I'll be right back. I'll return shortly. The toast is toasting and it's still not actually done yet. There's an ROTB 2015 lockdown? Oh, fair enough. Jesus. Why is the cache taking so long to clear? Why is there nothing loading? God. So many damn errors with this Premiere Pro stuff. And it's just constantly fighting it. It's just constantly fighting it, and it's very annoying. Oh god, everyone is currently at TFCon, and it's... God. I wish I was there with them, but it's just so expensive. Tickets are like 3 to 5 grand. I don't have that kind of money, and I'm just so sad. I want to go so badly. Ah! I want to go so badly. And I want this to clear. Because of course the fucking cache has to clear. Come on. Ah, this is taking forever. Jeez. Hurry up! Hurry up! We are so close to finishing. And it just won't fix itself. Yeah, Revenge of Fallen Lockdown's pretty good. Revenge of Fallen Lockdown's pretty good. Now hurry up with this, just... this damn cache is doing my head in. Premiere Pro editing, everyone. You just have to you have to wait and do what it tells you to do. Yeah, Chris, it would be great to be there, but yeah. It's unfortunately too expensive. Come on. I kind of prefer the Revenge of the Fallen design to Age of Extinction. Again, you're asking me all these Lockdown questions. I'm not the Lockdown guy. It's just a name I have for the channel. My favorite characters are Death's Head, Shadow Striker, Raiden, and Windblade. No. I'm not the biggest fan of Lockdown. It's just a name I pulled out of my ass when I just it popped in there as I was running on the treadmill. That is the actual reason why I'm called Dr. Lockdown Reviews. Finally, here we go. Let's see if this helps in any way. Let's see if this helps. Let's see if we can actually... Okay, bugger this. We're going to have to reopen it and redo it. Because it's just not working. It is just refusing to function. So, let's close and reopen. That might help a bit. Yeah. I hate this troubleshooting so much. This is Beast Wars Retrax. Retrax is a meme. He's awesome, but he's a meme. He a meme. Hurry up and just fix this. I'm trying to do this, and I only have an hour and 45 minutes left before I have to leave. I want to finish this video today, otherwise I will not do the rest on stream, and I'll have to do it elsewhere. And I won't have time. Okay. I guess we gotta wait for it to load everything. Here we go. Yeah, we don't have the population of Transformers fans. There are regular fan events, but not Transformers fans. We have the population, but Transformers fans are fewer in number compared to a lot of other countries. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here we are, just gonna load in all of that. Here we are. Now let's try this now. Now it's doing it, for fuck's sake. This is just... Why did this have to be so annoying? I hate these glitches. Where it just refuses to do what you want to do. Let's do this. Okay. Here we are. Now we can actually do all of this nonsense. And it can render everything. And do everything properly. Here we are. And it's actually doing it now. Like it's supposed to. Here we are! Forget the blackjack, Chris. We don't... Where we're going, we don't need blackjack. Lol. Here we are. Here we are. Getting there. And it is rendering, is it not? It is rendering, is it not? Yep, it's rendering. Just took a lot of annoying... Now that we finally worked through these bloody glitches, we can actually do this properly. You have not come, Pablo. Optimus Prime is the only one who comes. Here we are. Here we are. And that looks weird because it's, I had to turn that sideways. Here we are. Here we are. Let's go here. Far less tedious than the audio editing. The audio editing takes so bloody long. And you can see now that I've opened again, all the waveforms have disappeared, so I can't edit it properly. So I'll have to render the audio again, otherwise I won't actually be able to hear it either. Not only does it get rid of the waveforms, it just stops after a certain number of cuts. I didn't get SS Pablo? I did get SS Pablo. He's in the bloody video. He's in the bloody video. It's like, right, we just missed the shot like 3 minutes ago. You just saw it. Come on. Okay, that is that. So that's going up. That goes there. Here we are. And after this, I'll go get my toast. We might not finish this on stream today, but we'll get most of it done. And anything else I can just do off screen. Here we are. Come on. Did I get that right, by the way? Yeah, I did. I got that right, so that's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Wait, why am I putting stabilization on the articulation segments? God, I'm stupid. I am an idiot. So we need to go... I think here's where it stops. That's where we put that. Screen showed mainline Pablo. I got both mainline and Studio Series. I got both Pablos. There we are. Here we are. Almost there. 14, almost 15. God, that Monado that Firebyte did is still brilliant. Almost there. God, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna get that toast. There we are. Here we go. Here we are. Okay, that's the dimensions, so we don't need that. That needs there, that needs there. I have not seen We Bare Bears. I'm aware of it, but I've never seen it. Wait, what the? That's weird. Okay, this is the part where we need to nest these again because of Premiere Pro's really stupid glitches. So that's good. We now nest that. Bring it here. Nest that. Bring it there. We can pop these two away now. And behind me, you can't see it, but cross dissolve. So now it goes from that to that. Here we are. And here we are. Just about there. Here we are. Just about there. Just, why is everybody asking me, have I seen this, have I seen that, have I seen this, have I seen that? I don't watch a lot of stuff these days because I'm just so damn busy. Almost there. Everyone's like, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? I am not a vessel for watching TV and movies. Here we are. Have I seen my toast? Not yet. The toast is not ready yet. Have I seen the wall for Cybershop 4 Hour? Well, I made the damn thing. Almost there. Just a few more shots and we can finally get into the good shit. An hour to do the good shit. An hour and a half to do the good shit. Where it finally comes together and I can actually turn it into a presentable video. And that one stopped analyzing. That's really dumb. Here we are. And that's it. Yay! There we are. That's everything. Now I can just go back and add all the graphics. Damn graphics. I'm toast, that's the truth. Will you burn my breads? Remind me never to sing on stream again. Remind me never to fucking sing on stream again. Okay, now I'm gonna render the audio and get my toast. Wait, what? That just rendered the whole... Hang on. Ah, because I had that muted. That's dumb. I'm gonna get my toast. I'll be back in a second.
Read the disclaimer! On the other one, you bastard!
Brought to you by supporters who probably have better taste than this schmuck.
When you hang around the fandom long enough, you start to notice a few patterns. Certain characters always come back, over and over. Count how many G1 Optimus Primes there are in your collection at present. No doubt it's more than one. Shows tend to get the same number of seasons. It's sort of like Gabe Newell.
There we are. I have the toast. I have the toast. I have the toast. All toasties. Toast the toasties. So now we are going to actually finish this video properly. I have to play at least a little bit of one thing, otherwise it'll glitch out. It's a weird glitch. There's a lot of weird glitches in Premiere Pro that I kind of have to just work around. Where did I put this? Oh, I know. I know where to put it. Here we are. I will use a music stand as my toast stand. You can't see it because it's out of frame, but I'm using the music stand as a toast stand. That's better.
Studio Series has been a line that prides itself on hyper-accuracy in both modes, at least to the level they're able to at the price modes, at least to the level they're able to.
What I put here, something that's not quite accurate. Maybe the hydro foils for that. What am I going to show? What am I going to show? Trying to think. Something, I know, I'll just do, I know what I'll do, I'll just use, because the one that's not a, yeah, we'll just use that photo. That's a nice photo to use. I don't know whose it is, but that's fine. We're going to go back. We're going to add that to that. Where are you? There you are. Oh, right. I'm still in the sound effect thing. That's the real annoying thing. I have to keep closing the sound effects. Otherwise, it gets stuck in the sound effects when it should be in this thing here. And we pop that there. And these are the graphics. We just kind of pop the graphic.
At the price point provided. So, whenever a toy in this line has issues with accuracy, predict.
And then this one cuts away, so we're just going to bring that out. Simplest thing we can do is switch to tint. Switch to tint there.
This line has issues with accuracy, predictably the fandom goes ballistic.
What game is a guilty pleasure? I don't have any guilty pleasure games. I just like games where I don't.
It might seem annoying to some, but it makes sense given what the line positions itself as. When accuracy... It might seem annoying to some, but it...
We might do a zoom over here so that it looks a bit more visual interesting. Bring it in there.
It might seem annoying to some, but it makes sense given what the line positions itself as. When accuracy is one of the primary selling points, of course people are going to complain when something isn't accurate. Rise of the Beasts Mirage is not accurate.
This one will use a zoom in. So...
It's accurate. There are a few design cues here and there, but by and large, this is a wholly original beast. The torso chunks are where they're supposed to be. The torso...
Okay, so... Now I think we need that click sound effect, which was, We're gonna show the clicks, which is the second click. This is a good one. This is a good G1 sound effect that I like to use on a lot of these things. Now we need, we need the screen model, because there is a... We need the screen model for Rise of the Beast Mirage. Is there a better one than this? There's got to be a better model than that. Got to be... No, that's the thumb. Maybe there's a high quality thing on the wiki itself. Yeah, that's more like it. Now we can save that as the actual render. Now I can actually go here. So the torso chunks are wrong. Torso chunks are wrong. So we're gonna pop that. Torso chunks are wrong. File, save as. Well, no. Okay, here we go. Torso chunk. Let's see. Is that actually in the right spot? No, it's before her. That's not good. That needs to go there. So we need this to go here so that people can see that the torso chunks are in the right place, but they're just wrong.
Torso chunks are where they're supposed to be, but they look nothing like in the film. The thighs are accurate, but everything below them flat out isn't. Weirdly enough, the use of...
I'm also going to go again with this. Actually, we can probably just crop it in this frame here, actually, come to think of it. We could probably just go... Because those torso chunks are mostly accurate. Save as a copy. Where is it? It's not saving where I need it to save. Why is it not saving? Okay, bugger it. I'm just gonna... You know, I'll just save it and do it in Photoshop. This is really stupid. This is really stupid. Shoulder. Because it's just not showing up. That is so dumb.
of shoulder chunks is actually accurate, but the backpack sure as shit ain't. Not even the proportions are accurate. The screen model is a twink, plain and proportions are accurate.
Now we use the full image. The full image goes here. We can now fade that in. It's probably going to be better if I flip that photo, though, because that photo is kind of facing the wrong way. It's kind of a little bit to the right with the render. So if I do that, yeah, it's probably a bit better. Now I can bring in the cross dissolve, bring in that, and it just fades in.
The screen model is a twink, plain and simple. It's the kind of design...
I don't have Voyager Shockwave yet, so I don't know yet. And as for the opinions on Legacy Cybertron Starscream, he looks great. Okay, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to... where's the episodes? Saved episodes. And I should have this sum here. Here we are. I have it saved from a previous video. Here we are. We're just going to... Okay. We're just going to bring it maybe down to 97%. And we're going to pop a green screen. Oh, no, sorry, it's a key. No, key. Color key. We've got the color key. We take this. Get rid of the green. If you want to know how I ended up making these, I won't show on the stream today, but what you want to look for is Runway. Runway is a green screen asset developer. They do use AI, but it seems to be one of the very few that doesn't scrape data off the internet and steal everything. But yeah, no. And you don't have to use the AI. You can just use the green screen creator, and it works really well.
It's the kind of design that would
Here we go.
make Paper Plane go woozy at the knee. This toy gets...
I think this needs, Screaming Meme. I think I need this one. Which one is it? It's not the moan scream. It's the oh, oh, oh! No, not it. No. Not it. Nah, it's not it. It's not it. Screaming Meme. You know the one where it was like, oh, oh, oh! You know that one. No. That's not it. Nah, that's not it. Maybe that won't be good. Hey, I know what we can do. Plane's a fan of Etika, so I think we can use some Etika side of things. Yeah, there's got to be something here we can do. Oh, I miss Etika.
Oh my god.
Something here.
Specific.
Nah. Let's get the sound effect from this. That's really nice. Good way to do it. This is good.
Fucking god!
This will be cool. This will be nice to put in there. Any chance to reference Etika is a good chance to reference Etika. Especially because Plane's wearing the Joy-Con Boys shirt in this shot. Because that is really funny. Here we go. And now we go back to Rise of the Beasties. Where was it? Here we are. Here we go. Wow, that is really loud. We're going to have to bring that down a pretty big amount, because that is way too fucking loud. Way too loud. I'm going to bring that down by 20.
The kind of design that would make paper woozy at the knees.
That needs to be minus 30 decibels. Oh my god, that is so loud.
It's the kind of design that would make paper plane go woozy at the knee.
I think this might be even funnier if I start zooming in on it. It'll be funny if we do it this way.
It's the kind of design that would make paper plane go woozy at the knees.
And then this we need to nest. Let's see if there's a bleep we need to put there, because there should be a bleep, I think. Nah, there's no bleep we need.
This toy gets close, but the shoulders are spaced further apart to make room for the transformation joints. Consequently, here's more of a twunk. Many Rise of the Beasts toys had discrepancies with their CGI models due to being based on unfinished concept art. It's something that keeps happening over and over again. Just look at the bumble.
This one is, the feet are wrong. The feet are wrong compared to the final thing. So we're going to now look for... now I'm going to look for the screen model for this. Optimus Prime. No. The 301's cool and all, but is there one that's Oh yeah, we can use this. We can work with this. I know that's the 30 and not the screen model, but it'll do. It'll do. It'll do. We can actually just crop it here now because we're saving it right here. We can go straight in, straight in, straight in. Save the original. And now we can go that. We can now go there. Bring that up to there. And now we can also grab the text template. The reason I have the text template in its own separate thing is because it actually causes an error whenever I drag it from the Essential Graphics tab. And it takes really long to load, and I don't know why. So instead, I've just got a copy of it, and I'm just perpetually referencing that copy. But it works. So yeah, I can just do that. Add a faded shadow.
Look at the Bumblebee lineup. Mirage was not one of these cases, however. He released a reasonable amount of time after the movie, likely due to Porsche overseeing the whole operation. And therein lies the
Okay, now we need to find the Hasbro Pulse, Hasbro Pulse Studio Series. That's Omega Prime. Was that it? It was November? No, it wasn't. Nah, that wasn't it. That was the one previously. Could that be it?
First, we're going to do Shadow Striker. Let's go.
Oh, all right. Diving right in here.
So, Deluxe Class Shadow Striker. This one needed a little bit longer development time. So,
Is this it?
and then,
Okay, that's the one with Primal. So does this one have also Mirage in it? Yeah, this one has Mirage in it. This is the one we're looking for. Oh, ah. So there's this. We might need to go back and get some more later, but I'll have to see if we need that. The vehicle, worst vehicle mode I've ever seen. It's a tough one. I would have to figure it out. No, we need this one. Here we are. Just check. Did I get the right one? Yes, I did. Sweet. Now I just gotta wait for that to load up. That's a tough one. Worst vehicle mod I've ever seen. Satellite sound wave's pretty bad. Like, real bad.
Placed heavy restrictions on how the figure would be designed. We know from discussions in live stream Porsche.
Okay, so we do actually need it. Hang on. The first look we got was actually a Porsche ad. It was this one, yeah. Relax. I'm Mirage, remember? This is it. This is it. This was actually the first look at Mirage, because Porsche had to get their thing at the big game spot. They had to put their car company over the actual movie. There's a lot of issues that Porsche caused. And they kind of bent over backwards just so they could get Porsche, and we still haven't gotten the Masterpiece Jazz out of it, which I think is kind of weird. They got the license to Porsche, and they never got Masterpiece Jazz out of it. That is weird. Is it done? Yeah, it's done. So we can now grab that. We can now find the right one. So now we can...
Porsche placed heavy restrictions on how the figure would be designed. We know from restrictions on...
Maybe copy that.
how the figure would be designed. We know...
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to nest. We're going to nest. We're going to bring it in so it's full thing, and we're going to flip, just to be safe. That's good. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that now. Now, is that downloaded yet? No, almost. 64%. Catch around? We are so close to finishing this. Where are we up to? We're up to 10. We've got 8 minutes left. Yeah, I'll get this done. Nah, I'll win. Wait, no. I can't do the flip. Because then the text is wrong. But I can do the flip to this to confuse it. I can do the flip to confuse it there. Oh, it's doing the audio separately. Fuck you. This is a great program, but a lot of it's just waiting around. Waiting for everything to be done. A lot of it's just waiting. And it's loading. And... where is it? Where is it? Come on! Yay, there we go. Now we've downloaded that. Yeah, Aussie internet's not the fastest. We really just have to make do with what we have. We now drag that in. Imports the files. And we're looking for Mirage. Mirage is located... we have the 3 of them going there. They're so wholesome, this group. They're so wholesome.
Designed. We know from discussions in live streams that the biggest issue they ran into was Porsche not allowing the logo to be split down the middle, leading to the rest of the toy needing to be designed around them. The rest of the kibble and proportions needed to be placed in a way where they would
Might turn up the smoothness there because it's a bit wobbly.
Not interfere with said panels, so ultimately, Mirage is the way he is. From certain perspectives, you could even...
Now this one will need Rise of the Beast footage, so we'll bring some more of that in. Where's Rise of the Beast? Where is it? 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 Where is Mirage? I need a good shot of Mirage. That'll do it. That'll do. That'll do. Wait a minute. Did I, No, I did. I've done, so it should be fine to do. Yeah, so.
Even argue that this toy flat out isn't Rise of
Huh? The hell happened there? That was weird. But we're adding the horizontal flip anyway.
Flat out isn't Rise of the Beast Mirage. However, if you've been with this channel...
Wait, hang on. Is there a cut at the end? Nah, there isn't.
However, if you've been with this channel for a while... However, if you've been with this channel for a while, you'll know...
Here we go. We'll zoom in on that, bring that in.
However, if you've been with this channel for a while, you'll know that's not something that necessarily gets marked as an issue in my book. I keep thinking back to Legacy Evolution Breakdown from last year. I keep thinking back to
Okay, now we're gonna go to the episodes. Now we go to... We find the breakdown, use the updated thumbnail. Yeah, I tried changing the thumbnail to see if it would help, but nothing really helps with that video. That video just kind of tanked, and I'm really sad about that. So it's going to be 120. Bring it in. 100 there. I'm going to bring in the cross dissolve that does its thing. And code that comes in.
Legacy Evolution Breakdown from last year, who the community shuts upon to almost a ridiculous level. The fact he wasn't a Countach might as well have been a war crime, given how Countach might as well have been a war...
I like the zoom-ins. I'm trying them recently now. It's another thing in my arsenal I can use.
The fact he wasn't a Countach might as well have been a war crime, given how some people reacted. But in spite of all that, I ended up really liking...
Just needs a cut in the middle.
In spite of all that...
Let's give this a shot.
I ended up really liking Breakdown. In fact, I genuinely say he's my favorite of the Stunticons, warts and all. And just like Breakdown, in spite of his blatant inaccuracies, I
Go in a bit more on this.
really like Mirage. He's sort of in his own space, separate from the rest of the Rise of the Beast designs. At the end of the day, he's just a fun little robot. The head sculpt is quite lovely. I wish they'd given him a smirk or something, but he brings the charm of the design to life reasonably well. Just don't look...
Now this is where we zoom in and do our old contrast change. So that it looks really... Brightness and contrast. We bring up the contrast to a ridiculous level so it looks really bad.
Don't look at it too close. Interestingly, this was my biggest concern.
Hang on, that didn't analyze. That didn't analyze. Also, I didn't turn on autosave again. I'm playing with fire here.
Here,
I need to save that project. I'm an idiot. Let's fix this. Come on.
interestingly, this was going in. The stock photos showed...
Okay, so now we need to go back to... Mirage. Where is it? Where's the toy? There was the stock photo here. That's what we're going to be using. Yeah, we're going to be using a stock photo. I hate when this does this, when it freaks out and it just takes long to load the photo in. I hate when Premiere Pro gets really slow. We're going to cross-dissolve this one in. This is a nice chill video, so we're using lots of cross-dissolves to get things in nice and easy.
Showed a primarily silver head crest being used. And not gonna lie, it looked ugly. With a silver forehead that would have given Takagi-san a run for her money, the eyes ended up looking awfully squinty.
We might use some of the 3D effects here.
Almost like
We'll put a racial stereotype there, but that's fine. 3D. Or maybe we won't put, actually. Maybe it's better just leave it. Maybe better just leave. I feel anything I get will just be boosting the racial stereotype to the wrong people. Even if I'm like, hey, look at this, isn't this fucking terrible? People just aren't going to take it, so I'll probably just leave it.
forehead that would have given
Let's see.
Takagi-san.
Okay, now we need to get some footage of that, though, so... Jesus. Why are all the top results so horny? Aren't they children? Ugh. That is fucking weird. It's fucking... Why are these all fucking weird? Fuck this, I'll just get a photo of it. Why are these all fucking weird? Ah! Damn it, why is YouTube so horny for everything? Can't just look up these things as... I mean, it's far from the worst thing I've had to look up for a video. I had to look up some really weird fucking things for the video.
Takagi-san run for her money. The eyes ended up looking awfully
Need to change the layout, still running a stock format. I just imported the stock format from previous things. Stock format's fine, you can just do anything you want with it.
squinted. Almost like an unwanted racial.
Let's just go... Error 404, meme not found. Okay, we'll just do that. I feel that's probably just better. Otherwise, someone will misinterpret it.
Almost like an unwanted racial stereotype. Here, it ends up looking much more proportionate. And the eyes pop a lot more, too. I wish it got some more side to side, but it gets the job done. The torso is alright. The parts are all in the right spots, but without the underhanging
We can reuse that thing. We've already got the underhang. Torso chunk. We've already got this. We can already use it again. Yeah, this one's not using a lot of really crazy graphics, I don't think. I don't think we are... Yeah, most of the videos I'll use a lot of graphics that show a lot of things, but this one, nice and chill. I don't think I need to do too much on this one.
Underhanging kibble, it sort of feels like an approximation. As an approximation, though, it does pretty well. I love that the torso is formed from the real parts of the bumper. Faux parts are usually fine in my book, but I appreciate they were able to do it legitimately here. A more staunch car company wouldn't have allowed such. Just look at how petty Lamborghini was, not allowing them to split the windshield on Sunstreak.
That works. Pop the conversion sound. And now we just need to go get MP Sunstreaker. Yay! MP Sunstreaker. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. There we go. And yeah, that is such a hill that they did, where this is all fake. All of these parts on the car are fake. Actually, let's crop that image a bit. Let's crop that image a bit. Because the top and the bottom is a bit iffy. Let's bring this up. And do the same there. Yeah, that's better. Getting there. Video's almost done.
Windshield on Sunstreaker and his read echoes. Sure, the headlights at the back are pretty...
Ooh, that one's wobbling a bit. Let's turn that. Let's turn the stabilization.
Sure, the headlights at the back are pretty conspicuous, but I've never really cared too
I hate the wobble. I wish there was a way around it, but that's like the only way to get around my shaky hands, and it really frustrates me.
much about backpack kibble.
Well, you know,
My
you
main
do what you
gripe
do.
here is how flat the midriff is. It's detailed well, but it's flatter than the...
Okay, so we need now we need 2001 Space Odyssey monolith scene with the monkey. Here we go. Found it. Found it. And we switch back to... Oh, it's already in best video form. Yeah, this 2001 Space Odyssey, a lot of the songs are just flat out insert songs from the classical period. Did not realize that. It's kind of neat. Okay. Where are ya? Where are ya? Oh, it's in the corner behind the monitor. Okay, we got it. I know what we're going to do here. We're going to go here. And we're going to show some of the monkeys on... Because that's where most of the monkeys are, so we'll move that there. That'll work. Now we go back to the toy. And we're just going to make a Photoshop without that pesky background so we can do that later. Turn that into that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And that. That should do it. Now, we can turn that into that. And do that. Import that. Okie dokie. We need a horizontal flip though. Oh, I forgot to get rid of that too. That won't be reflected in that just yet. I don't think. Oh no, it did. It's live. That's nice. That's nice. So now we need the flip. We're just gonna wait. So first off, we're gonna bring that there. Turn off uniform scale. And make that really flat. And also, maybe let's change, because that's... It's a bit hard to see given the age of that film, so I'm going to perform some sacrilege on Stanley Kubrick. We're going to make it a bit brighter. Yes, I'm performing sacrilege on Stanley Kubrick. Also, I know I'm putting random names here. I'm actually just trying to hit enter and just make whatever the default thing is, but I keep hitting the slash button in front of that. That's going to go well. Zoom in on him. There.
Flatter than the monolith from Space Odyssey. I get why.
And that needs a fall sound effect, so... The fall sound effects are pretty funny. They're pretty funny, so I like the fall sound effects. They work pretty well. Lamau.
Space Odyssey. I get why it's right up against the ground in vehicle mode. Right up against... I get why it's right...
Let's put a ding there, because we're going to pop the vehicle mode thing there. I think I'm going to show the vehicle mode just so that it makes things a bit clearer. Footage. What's a nice shot of the vehicle mode that's nice and flat? Oh no, actually, let's go from the underside of the vehicle mode. Underside of the vehicle mode, I think, illustrates the point better. So we can go that. It's a machine that goes ding. Pop that over there. Hey, come on. I said pop that over there. Analyze. Bring down to 70%. And then you'll look at the overlays, and we have the frame, which we can pop on there. So now, that's that.
I get why it's right up against the ground in vehicle mode. There's no room, so it's understandable. Still a smidge annoying. The legs go for an even bigger departure, though. The thighs are straight from the screen model, albeit done in faux parts.
Here we go.
However, everything else is bordering on completely original design work. They reference the model whenever they can, but due to how
I don't think I need anything here specifically.
the panels work, more often than
We'll just zoom in there just so it gets a bit of visual
not,
interest.
it's just
Maybe move across a bit so it's a bit easier to see.
not possible. In many ways, this shares more in common with Studio Series Jolt than it does more in common with
We'll do a zoom in. Zoom out, actually. We'll zoom out from there just so it's got some visual interest.
In many ways, this shares more in common with Studio Series Jolt than it does with Pete Davidson.
Oh, crap.
Than it does with Pete.
Oh, right, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do Pete Davidson. Peter Davidson. Peter Davidson. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm not cooking. I'm having an issue in the kitchen. Here we go. Oh, Davison. Here we go. That photo works well. It works well enough. Again, I keep... well, I'll just do F. I keep pressing another key instead of just hitting enter, and then I keep having to figure something else out, so I'll just do F. I don't care. It's not like anyone's going to see this once it's finally rendered. No one cares what file names are.
Pete Davidson.
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is gonna have to change.
But you know what?
Us is gonna have to change.
Hang on, it needs, I think that needs to be a little bit shorter. Yeah, that needs to be just a smidge shorter. Yeah, that probably is going to be better.
To change.
But you know what?
Yeah, it's funny when it's faster. When you don't even get a chance to learn the punchline, like, poof, done. If there's like kind of empty space there, I don't feel it's that funny. Here we go.
I actually really like this. Maybe it's because one of my favorite aesthetics is really like this. Maybe it's because one of my favorite.
Okay, so that was, I doubled up on footage there, so that's not good. So we need to go Helsing Ultimate Scene. Let's steal from Crunchyroll. That'll do. It'll do. Just something simple. One of the big things about doing a lot of YouTube stuff is don't overthink it. If you know it's kind of like, oh, this isn't perfect, it's not that, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we live in an age where, you know, as long as you're putting in the effort and the creativity, no one's really going to mind if something's, you know, not perfect. It's part of the charm in it as well. I mean, everyone loves the Angry Video Game Nerd. Let's find something cool. Let's pop that there.
Favorite aesthetics is jewel.
Come on.
My favorite aesthetics is.
We're gonna cut off there. We're gonna go here.
Is jewel guns with a trench coat, but
There we go. What am I gonna use here though? Well, first off, we're gonna nest and we're gonna de-copyright that so that no one gets that. We're gonna zoom in so that that's all gone. Flip it. Pop it in. And as far as I know, this does count on a fair use, so it should be fine.
Is jewel guns with a trench coat, but
Let's find... Do I have TLK on this? Do I have TLK? I'm gonna search the whole hard drive, because I don't know if I do. Let's go to new hard drive, TLK. I don't think I have last night downloaded. I think I downloaded it for like the last video I did, but not this one. I can't recall. Is TLK here? No, I downloaded TLK for the Skybound shorts, and then I took it off the hard drive. That's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use placeholder footage and come back. Because I want footage from Crosshairs, but... Wait, no, actually. Yeah, no. I want footage from Crosshairs, but I don't have it on this hard drive, so I'll go fix that.
always loved coattails on robots. These also look a lot more cohesive in comparison to Jolt. They don't jut out in a weird way. I wish I could say the same for the kibble on the side of the calves, though. They sort of just on the side of the calves, though.
Let's zoom in here.
They sort of just sit there, not fitting in with the rest very well.
Let's do that.
Again, I get why they're here, but they're still annoying. You can flip them up though, and honestly, I think this is okay. It doesn't interfere with the knee joint too much, at least not as much as the wheels at the back. It sort of ties into the windswept look quite well anyway, so I don't see...
Let's give it a wow. Let's go, go to the channel blur. Come down here. Channel blur. It's over there. We can come up here, turn up the green blurriness, and that does that. Maybe that's too much, too much. Let's bring it down a bit. That should be the sweet spot. Where is it? Sound effects. Other.
So I don't see this as an issue. I think the feet are alright as well. I see a lot of complaints for these, but considering they're running off the same old deluxe budget, I don't see what else they could have done. Yes, inflation means that deluxes have gotten more expensive, but I don't particularly think the budgets allocated to the designers have changed. This is...
Okay, here we go. We're going to bring out the images. We got images here. I don't know if I've shown the images in the previous streams, but we have, you know, Harold, Hide the Pain Harold, Retracts, Shaq, the Angry Sports Guy, And of course, what we need, which is air quotes. We need the air quotes.
Please understand the budget, but
Here we go. And then we bring it down so it comes in a frame. We also had a drop shadow using the faded shadow preset that I already like.
please understand the budget, but in an unironic way. Not sure I can live with the articulation.
Okay, now this is one of my least favorite parts of this. So we're going to preferences, autosave. We're going to turn off autosave, otherwise it's going to do my head in. And what we're going to do is we go to articulation. You hear what you miss? The most boring part, which was the audio, and now we're just finishing off the video. We're about 14 minutes out of 18 minutes, so this won't be very long. So we have the articulation template and the menu clink. The menu clink is from the Pokemon.
Not sure I can live with the articulation, though.
First, I have to put this wherever it belongs.
Most of the joints are here,
So we got the ball joint there. That includes one.
but a lot of them get stuck
We got the bicep swivels. That's a
on
new
the
one.
kibble. There are workarounds,
We got that for that.
such as moving the backpack panels
Wrist swivel is a new point.
back a bit, or moving the car
Waist swivel's a new joint.
wheels out of the way. But it's
And then ball joints, ball jointed hips are a new joint.
not stuff you really
Side is not, so we
should
leave
need
it.
to do for
That's
basic
not.
posing.
The thigh swivel is a new joint, so we pop one there.
It's not hateful.
And then the knee joint
Full.
and the foot. There we go. And then we can cut this off here. This is the articulation template. And now we put the text nonsense. Again, I have it saved in one of these so it doesn't take ages to load. Otherwise, it'll be an absolute nightmare. And I would rather not do that. So now I just got to wait for this to load. And we'll do it. Again, a lot of it's just waiting, and it's really frustrating. I got 50 minutes! 50 minutes to finish all this stuff! Oh, it loaded. There we go. So ball joint and head's already good.
Can live with the articulation, though.
Here we are. So we've got... we're going to Central Graphics. Now we keep doing this. Outwards, shoulder, hinge, from transformation. Points of articulation goes to 3. Cut it here. Here we go. I click it here so it doesn't actually interfere with moving this or glitching out. This is usually better. So, ball jointed shoulders. Down to 3, down to 5, because this... Hey, no. 5, there we go.
Yeah, but a
Bicep swivel. Evils. And 5, 7.
kibble. There are workarounds.
90-degree elbows. I think these are 90 degrees. 90-degree elbows. Point of articulation 9. Wrist swivels the most pointless. Come on. Wrist swivels. You can see how tedious the articulation is on both fronts, because you've got to also go... Remember, we also had to cut it up earlier. I wouldn't actually include this, but a lot of people want to know every piece of articulation in the on the toy when they go into these videos. I try to go for a more analytical thing, but people want checklists, and I'm like, okay, well, if you want it, I guess I'll do it. Waist swivel, somewhat limited by backpack kibble. Hang on, I forgot about one thing. I'll have to do it later. And 12 pieces of articulation there. Joint. No, it needs the hyphen. Ball man. Look at ball joints. Ball man. Jointed hips. Mostly unimpeded, but sometimes get stuck on the backpack. I just remembered, I'm supposed to put the backpack kibble as indicative of a disease guy. I really should put that there, but
It's
I might go back later for that, if I have time later. Okay, thigh swivels. Limited outward motion. Now we go to 16, because you'll see this.
not hateful posing. It's
It sort of just goes inward.
not
on that one.
hateful.
Here we go. Come on, come on. And then it starts slowing down when I run out of RAM. You see? 18. Computer's heating up just from doing this. And last but not least, ball jointed feet. Nice, simple 20 points of articulation.
Is slightly annoying. Still, even so, you can get some really nice poses out of this guy, especially with the
And then this was the next bit I was telling you about. So I don't tend to use this because it's not usually proper, but I have another version of the articulation template. And I don't know where it is. Oh, I got rid of it. That's annoying. So I got to take this. I got to make it again. I got to go with that. And I got to go double click to the side, bring it down. I must have had something for this earlier, but I don't know where it is. I don't know why it's not here. So I guess I have to go down and... I guess I pop that there with the drop shadow. Oh no, I've already got the shader shadow. And then I guess that'll have to do. And now we need to go here. Now I will actually need to click on the points of articulation. So now I need to go here. And we need to go, untab the waist for an ab crunch above the waist swivel. And now we need to go here. No. Here we are. And now we need to make this red. There we go. +1. We now make this red as well. Just drop it there. That should do it. Did I put a drop shadow on its articulation? Why doesn't this have a drop shadow? Have I been not using a drop shadow this whole time? Oh my god, that makes it so much easier to read.
especially with the fake ab crunch that you can mistransform. He's a really nice transformer to photograph. There are definitely easier posing experiences in the studio
Okay, what's an easier posing experience? Perhaps I know what to do. I'll put a thumbnail. And I'll show. Because the easier posing experiences would be, I believe, the Starscream. Blitzwing and Starscream. That'll do. That'll do. There we are. Get rid of that. That'll say, hey, I've got this other video on this here. And yes, Mirage is the best part of Rise of the Beast, hands down.
series line,
Mirage
but I
and
still
Noah.
have a lot of fun messing with him. Provided I'm gentle with the arms. Umezu-san,
Here we go, done.
provided I'm gentle with the arms. Umezu-san,
Here we go. Now we zoom in on that to make it a bit more interesting.
why are the arms entirely out of clear plastic? I mean, it's not necessarily something I hate, and I think they're pretty durable as far as clear plastic joints go. It's not necessarily something I hate, and I think they're necessarily something I I hate, and I think they're pretty durable as far as clear plastic joints go. But you had to have known the backlash these would get, right?
Ah, this looks like a good part for a Wilhelm scream. Because that's funny. Because Wilhelm scream is funny. Here we go. At the Wilhelm scream. Boo boo boo, boo boo boo. Again, is it the right sound effect? Because I've got presets for that, so... Here we go.
Right? Was there no way to make the elbow a separate joint? Maybe get rid of the wrist swivel and make the arm one solid piece with a clear insert instead? It's not like the included weapon needs a swivel. If it was a sword, I'd understand. But this is a gun that's supposed to look like it replaces the whole thing. Plus, this brings a lot of longevity issues to the table. I've had pretty good luck with clear plastic between Jazz and the
Let's add some more effects. So what's something I can pop in? Maybe a step sound effect. Where's the steps? Step. Here we go.
Jazz on the Earth. Earthrise.
Yeah, I can put 2 thumbnails here so I can show. Yay, I got videos for these. So we got Jazz versus. Let's go down to there. We're now going to copy that. And we're going to go, what's next? WC rankings. Wait a minute. Is that the same size as that? It is, just doesn't look like it. Perhaps if, we'll bring that there. And then... keep that in line. That works. That keeps it in line. And damn, why are you doing this?
Statsons, but many have not. It's why this whole opaque window...
And then that's where I need to go back with the placeholder footage for the opaque windows, which really is annoying. But oh well. I'll go back with the opaque window thing.
Argument came to the table to begin with. Hell, there's been several reports of breakages with this specific figure, particularly going to the vehicle mode. Though...
now we add more tints. More tints there. Tinty.
Weirdly not on the arms, but rather with the backpack. Again, not sure how this is possible given the ease I have with my... yeah, turn is there. Originally I thought I'd hate the way these arms look, but seeing them in person, yeah, they're...
yeah, I can do this. What do I feel like? I feel like an overlay would work well there. Not uni. Maybe an image. Yeah, perhaps a Squid Girl. Squid Girl works funny. An actually adorable show that's not unreasonably horny every 2 seconds. Shows that are very hard to come by in anime, which is why I don't watch a lot of anime these days, because... God, it's a lot of it's just unreasonably horny, and I don't get it.
yeah, they're fine.
If you want to watch porn, just watch porn. I don't get why you need to watch regular anime for that.
Yeah, they're fine. My main concern is just the longevity. They seem fine now, at least more sturdy than the last few.
Need a full sound effect there. Need a full... I realized in the War for Cybertron video, I forgot a lot of those because I was just focusing on so much. And I kind of wish I'd fixed it.
Now, at least more sturdy than the last few incidents, but I still think it's kinda dumb. Ultimately though,
Okay, now we go to the measurement again. So, this one we don't need any skewing because it's just flat. So all I need to do is bring that there. That's about the right thing. 2 frames forward. The height measurement, along with this. Bring it up a little bit. Let's do the sound effects before we forget, because if I don't do these sound effects, I will forget them. Pop sound effect. Here we are. Here we are. Pop sound effects done. Don't need to worry about that. Now let's go find where in Mirage there were the robot mode. Robot height and width. We did that last stream, so now we can go robot width. Keep that at, I don't know why I shortened that, because I'm just going to cut it up later. You can put the robot width there, and the robot height there at 70%, and pop that there, and boop, 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 boop. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay, there we go. There we go. Dimension recolor to get that done. And faded shadow. And crop it out there. There we go.
Oh, I still
Now, did I actually do that on the other one already? Because, yeah, I did. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that.
think this is a pretty good robot mode. Yes, it's not accurate in the slightest, and yes, it's got issues that prevent it from being the best it can be, but honestly, it's a pretty good deluxe robot. And hey, at least it's interesting, unlike some of the other releases from the toy line. Air and Cheetor make me want...
Okay, so now I get to use Shaq. God, I haven't used the Shaq one in ages. I saved it, and I never actually used it. Let's, flip. I feel like I want this one to be on this side.
Want to sleep every time I see them shell.
Let's get the Mimi sound. Let's do the Mimi sound. Just because it's funny. A lot of the stuff is just because it's funny. Let's go. Let's find a good one. There we go, that's what we need. Oh no, we're not opening Wondershare. Wondershare doesn't even do that anymore. It only works for video conversion. Doesn't work for downloading anymore. That's the whole reason I bought it, and now it's basically a defunct program aside from needing to convert some of the download stuff I have. Which I still do, but like the big reason for downloading videos just doesn't work anymore. And I'm really... I hate that. Not having full digital ownership of stuff really sucks. So now, let's maybe bring this down. Let's try 10.
Want to sleep every time I see them.
Too loud. Let's try 15. Let's try 15.
Make me want to sleep every time I see them shell forming in the toy aisle. I wouldn't have even bothered getting AirRaiser if Hasbro
Okay, so now we need the placeholder footage here because I don't actually have these on my hard drive.
didn't give me one at the King's Comics events. Then someone else was so bored they gave me theirs. Then I passed it on to a Guardian of the Fans Toys order. True story. I think he gave it to his son.
On the home stretch. We're almost there. Almost there.
Rise of the Beasts Mirage is far from a perfect toy, but he is fun. And at the end of the day...
Here we are. Now we can zoom in on that. No, not 12. 120.
That's what I place above all else in my collection. I'm aware that for display-oriented collections, this isn't exactly ideal, but that just ain't me. I'm always happy to have a good toy of a...
And now this one, I'm going to bring in the Chromia thing, and probably people are going to get angry in the comments, but I don't care. I fucking love Cyberverse Chromia. I fucking love the way Cyberverse Chromia looks. Now, I think the good photos are on TFW, so I won't Google. I'll just go straight to TFW. Go to TFW. That'll do great. Where are you? Where are you? They were just here the other day. That's in hand. That's... Here we go. Chromia. Where's Chromia? Mirage. There we go. Mirage. Let's take this. Yeah, here we go.
Good toy of a character I like. It doesn't necessarily have... It doesn't necessarily have to be completely accurate to the source material as long as it embodies the energy enough. And I do think it does, more so than other outings from the film. At least it feels more like
Okay, so now I need to go Rise of... I need to find the mainline version. There's got to be a mainline version here somewhere. Oh, I can just get the stock photos from here. God, this toy looks heinous. This toy looks so bad. Oh my god. That looks so bad. I've seen it in person too. It's just... Ugh. Jesus Christ. So we're going to use a crossfade here. Here we are. Bring it in.
Feels more like Mirage than the main line, and is an absolute dog.
Now I need to bring it in. Bring it in as it zooms in. And we use the old contrast effect here. You actually want this figure? I've seen it in person, and it looks even worse in person. Okay, so here we go.
It is an absolute dog shit like the main line. It absolutely could have been better, as absolutely could have.
Now this one I need to go into the Twitter bookmarks, so let's just make sure that the let's make sure notifications are cleared. People have been really getting uppity about some stuff lately, so yeah, so okay. Twitter's looking fine. So bookmarks. I believe it was this one. Yes, this is what we're looking for. Yeah, my bookmarks are relatively normal, so we're going to look at this here, and I'm going to quote it, but this also works with, this also works with Twitter videos. At least I believe it does. Did last time I checked. Yep, it works with Twitter videos. And now we're also going to make sure this guy is quoted. We're going to screenshot that so it becomes very clear whose it is. So it's a pretty good way to reference where you got stuff from, so it's not plagiarized. Because I know a lot of people just hate, you know. Yeah, should be fine. So now that's done. We can come down. Yeah, I found Brawn at local retail at Australia. Quite a bit, actually. So I don't know about that. I don't know. So yeah,
It absolutely could have.
so now that's Ken Botbot. No, it's this. Yeah, when the thing's too long, it ends up pushing it all the way out of there, which is kind of funny, but oh well, doesn't really matter. We bring this down so it's clear. We're putting a, how about we put a sound effect here and then fade the other one in. Here we are. There we go. We got the sound effect. And we had the screenshot here.
Could have been better, as many.
We'll pop Ken Botbot stuff down there. That'll work well. Yeah, it is a really nice prototype, and it does go to show that it works well.
Many fan designs have shown us. But these designs didn't have to account for an overbearing car company insisting their precious.
Okay, this one, we now need a, we now need the logo of Porsche. That'll do. And I'm guessing it's behind here now. Yeah, you see how much stuff I have to download? It's not just film and go. There's a lot of stuff that goes into these. The Porsche logo can also go away and go away. And let's actually put a blur there. So the channel blur, which gives us that kind of... No, that's Gaussian blur. No, we need channel blur. The channel blur, if I do red, I can do that. Or if I do blue, looks like it's covered in piss. Which is why I did that. It's funny.
Their precious one.
Let's also put a scale on it. I feel it needs to move a little bit.
And is tarnished by the oh so horrifying disaster of cutting a panel in half. Those toys could work at a... Those...
Oh, damn. I forgot. I need the Ken one again. Ah! Back in it goes. I'm not going through the thing in. Now we're going to zoom in and bring in this. Because, damn, that is a long video title. Yes, because they took the whole tweet with it.
Those toys could work at a deluxe.
Actually, no, that's not going to work. Let's double it up. Let's double it up with, We can't see it very well, so let's do the,
budget, and Hasbro
Now we need the Gaussian blur.
work at a deluxe budget, and Hasbro would happily deliver, but Porsche would not. So in essence, SS105 Mirage and Legacy Evolution SS105 Mirage and
So now at this point, I think I'll bring in the score title. So I reckon I'm going to give him a 4. I think a 4 is... No, actually, no, that's not going to work. Not yet. Not the score, but I think I need to bring it in after, otherwise it has to cut out. So we got breakdown in here already, actually. So let's just get that breakdown one again, just to make it easier. There we go. The reason I don't have the thumbnails at the right size in the thing already is simply because they need to be the right size for YouTube's upload, so...
Legacy Evolution Breakdown are brothers in arms, screwed over by corporate fuckery, but secretly hiding brilliance within. That nobody cares.
Okay, that's the wrong length. I need to redo that. Now I need to go to my YouTube analytics and get some things for. Let's go to the YouTube analytics. Where's YouTube analytics? Where's YouTube analytics? Okay, so we're going to save these two analytics in the Mirage folder compared to we're just going to pop these two together. Here we are. Now let's take this. I didn't really want to go over my analytics, just because there's uploads of videos that still haven't come out yet in the shorts, so... Okay, so let's go, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Nobody cares about because ranting about...
Let's get an overlay here as well. What's something funny here? Let's just put confused retracts. That'll do.
cares about
Confused retracts will do that. That'll make it a little bit funnier.
because ranting about a shitty toy is infinitely more popular. But that's the same old nonsense over and over again. Mirage is another Silver Deluxe in a long line of Silver Deluxes in Studio Series that everyone gets incredibly angry over. If it's not parts forming, it's weird proportions. If it's not paint allocation, it's size. How dare you buy this reasonably priced, well-scaled jazz figure? You should instead drop...
Okay, now I want to check the eBay. eBay. I want to see. Where is it? Where we go? So, no, let's go Human Alliance Jazz. Human Alliance Jazz. Here we are. Okay, so this seems like a good one. No, got weird. Now let's try this. And that's a fair price, mind you. It's just not, you know, what I'm looking for. I don't really want this one. I'm just saying it's there. It's a thing you can do if you want to, and I don't. So now we can pop that there. And now we need to add we need to actually get rid of these 3 screenshots. Add a sound effect. Metal. That'll do.
Triple digits on the out-of-print Human Alliance version, you troglodytes! Genuinely, I hope you get better versions of these later down the line. Maybe they'll revisit Mirage with... Maybe they'll
This is a good part to put it. This is a good part to put the 4 out of 5 score. Here we are. And then this also needs to go down by 20. For some reason, I still haven't done the right things here.
Revisit Mirage with a more accurate outing in the future. And if that satisfies you, more power to you. But for me, I reckon this is a pretty good release.
Here we go.
And I'm satisfied. It could be...
This needs to zoom in a little bit.
And I'm satisfied. It could be better, but any toy could be better if they didn't have corporate restrictions placed on them. Given the circumstances, and even ignoring said circumstances, I genuinely...
Yeah, it's a pretty short one, but I have to go
like
this
this
way.
toy. As its own thing, I'm glad to have it in my collection. But as always...
Yeah, it's short, but I kind of keep going on tangents and cutting away, but here's what it is. Okay, now we do the cross dissolve here. And the cross dissolve here. And now that actually means we can just bring this up here to keep it nice and in line.
To have it in my collection. But as always, fandom public consciousness is a conversation, so drop your thoughts on inaccuracies and limitations below. Do you think it was fair given the circumstances? Is Hasbro secretly Satan and the only way to exercise them is to only buy third?
I think we need another fall sound effect here. That would be very beneficial. Where's the fall? Where's the fall? There we go, that'll do.
Party, which somehow supports Hasbro? I don't get that statement, but I keep seeing it. It confuses me. But never mind. As per usual, remember, there's a context for everything. Till next time.
Okay, that's actually the video done, aside from one more thing I want to do. I just realized that there's something about the backpack kibble that I completely forgot. Where is it? Something about the backpack kibble. It was, just gotta find where it was. I'll do the placeholder footage before I upload it to Patreon, but it'll be fine. Backpack. There was the backpack here somewhere. Nah, I've gone too far. I've gone too far. I just gotta watch through it. No, wait, no. Where was it? Where was it? It was here somewhere. It was here somewhere. Damn, it's the last thing I need to add. I completely forgot about it earlier. I guess maybe it was here somewhere. Here we are.
Conspicuous, but I've never really cared too much.
Here it was, here it was. We had a sound effect, and now we need to go find Crazy Ass. That is the canonical name for the guy that did it. So how I ended up rendering the War for Cybertron stuff was I put it into render chunks just because I physically couldn't do the project. It was just getting way too big for everything. So I made render chunks. Now I need to find which one it is. I think it might have been the second one. Let's see.
1 second.
It's Nemesis Prime
Tool
Spoiler
set.
Box. So
It's-
maybe
164.
Y'all talk.
Nah, so maybe it was this one. No, maybe it was the second batch then. Maybe it was the second batch.
183.
Jumper. Move on. I certainly have.
Yeah, well, okay, so it was batch 2. It was batch 2 that we're looking for. The last thing. Here we are.
Too much about backpack kibble. I make
That's a nice little reference there. Don't render. Fucking hell. Don't render. There we go. Okay. Wait, not placeholder footage, no. Frame. Where's the frame? It's overlays. I put it in the wrong one. I'm dumb. There we go. We good.
I never really cared too much about backpack kibble. My main
There we are. And with that, the video's done. I just need to go back and add a few more things which I can't physically access because all 3 ports on the computer are taken up. Everything else is completely done. So we still got 15 minutes. You want to make a thumbnail? Let's make a thumbnail. Let's make a thumbnail. So, in saved episodes, under the thumbnails, I am very lazy with my thumbnails. I don't tend to... Let's turn on some music now that I'm doing that. Let's put the next song on. Yeah, let's turn on some music now the video's done. Video's complete. So I'll show you how I do thumbnails. So you'll notice I've been taking a lot of photos as I've been filming. And that is so that I can do this. This is just a blank document. And I'm going to make a thumbnail out of it. Photography, unused. So we are... Just gotta wait for this to load. That's the older images. It's gonna load in a second. And it'll put all the new images at the top. And that's what we'll need. Wait for it. There we go. So, let's see. I was going to do this one. But I think it's a bit too cluttered. So this one that I accidentally came up with, I think I might have to go with that one. Which I'm not happy about because I really wanted something cooler like the other one. But this just has better clarity. My gut is telling me to go with this one. So let's start off with this. There we are. That's step 1. Step 2 is to go to my YouTube channel. And I need to see how everything works. View my channel. Let's see. So the recent uploads... Purple was the last one. Green. Master. Have I done red recently? I haven't done red, but does red really stand out? Let's give it a shot. So we go back to cool text, the same thing we used for the whole thing. Same thing we used for the dimensions. Now what was I going to do here? I had a perfect thing for this. What do I put here? What do I put here? Genuinely, I'm drawing a blank. I had a perfect thing to write. But anyway, I turn off the shadow. I'll just show this. Could do yellow, but that... Maybe orange. Let's try that. That works. Now, what I'm going to write... It was something like... I could do the worst studio series ever, but that's kind of clickbait. But then again, that would be kind of good. Let's try. Let's give this a try. Do I go for the clickbait? I don't know if I go for the clickbait, that's the thing. Because I'm not wrong. People call this the worst studio series figure ever. For all 7 of you in the chat, what do you think about this title? What, for all 70 of you left in the chat, do you think this title is okay? Or should I go for something a bit catchier? I'll wait for it to load up because it's not quite showing up on your end yet. I'll wait in the chat because the the latency, there's a lot of latency on this. Well, chat says I go through with it. So, here we go. We create the logo. I'm glad there are Adobe ads here. The worst SS figure. Close that. Here we are. What's this? I wonder. Ah, never mind, it's nothing. Okay, so we're going to go to... Actually, first off, let's save this as the, I'll just save this as Mirage now, and I'll number it when I know exactly what I'm going to number it, because right now I genuinely don't know. So now I need to find this. Bring it up a little bit so it's a bit more visible. And now we're going to need to rasterize this layer. Because when we rasterize it, we can give it a... Ah, fuck, it's on this screen. They keep putting it on this screen and it's very annoying. There we go. That should make it clearer. Now I'm going to figure out... Where do I put lockdown? Because I have in my editing files under the lockdown master copy. Now let's edit, transform, flip vertical. Let's pop him there. Now, can this be in a better spot? Let's bring it up a little bit. And let's bring this down a bit, perhaps. A bit bigger. A bit to the side. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do something that I've only just discovered how to do recently. Oh, damn, this needs to be moved back a bit because it's too far across. Is that still visible? Yeah, that's still fine. That's still fine. Yeah, I gotta... Let's also bring this just across by 1. That's better. That's a bit better. Okay, so here's a little trick I only just learned recently. What I do is... No, not that. Nah, it's, Basically, I have to zoom in. And we're just gonna... We're just gonna take this. And we're just going to... Hang on, actually, no. No. First off, this needs to be rasterized. And then it needs to be duplicated. And then... It's still going on the main page and I keep not realizing it. Oh god, that's annoying. But that's all good. That's okay. It needs to be smaller. Let's try 20. Nah. Let's try a tolerance of 10 maybe. Here we are. Perhaps I need to get rid of that as well, because that's a bit difficult to see. So now we select the inverse. Select the inverse. Get rid of that. Select the inverse. And we're just going to... Now we're just going to get rid of all this inner stuff here that we really don't need. Now we have this here. We get rid of all this inner stuff here. And there's a reason I'm doing this. So that's all good. This actually needs to be further out. Now we got this. And now we can actually put a filter on this. What we're going to do is we're going to put a blur. And... Of course it's on this fucking screen. It's always on this fucking screen. But yeah, you do that. And it makes the background nice and, yeah, so now we can actually, no, how do I do this? Nah, that'll do. So that just makes it a bit easier to see. We can now put this there. Actually, this is going to need to be... This is going to be a bit difficult. How do I do this? I want to... I want to try this. Maybe this will help. Nah, that does not work at all. How the hell am I going to do this now? Perhaps if I merge these two? Merge layers? Maybe, rasterize that. How am I going to do this? It's a bit of a problem-solving thing. Let's turn the opacity up. I know. Let's just go here. Well, first off, let's give it a drop shadow and turn it up. Let's turn the opacity. Rasterize layer style. And then... One moment, I just have to deal with something. Sorry about that. Family member locked outside. That'll fix it. This will be but one more second. We almost here. Okay, so now what we need to do is basically... Let's turn the opacity down so we can see what we're doing. You can kind of see what we're doing here. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Does that do it? Yeah, that works, but, is there a feather? Maybe if I just go blur. A slight Gaussian blur, like ever so slight. There we go, that'll do it. It's not something that I usually do, but that's fine. That's fine, though. We did the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail done. And that's it. Whole video's done, aside from some leftover stuff we got. Thanks, everyone, for joining me for this last stream. We did the video. We finished it somehow. I have no idea how we managed to finish it, but we managed to finish it somehow. And, yeah, I guess I will be releasing this on Sunday, because it'll only take a quick second to actually go in and get everything else. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I'm just glad I managed to be able to do this. Hell yeah, indeed. Hell yeah, indeed. I'm actually surprised I managed to do this. Just gonna get through this thumbnail stuff, and I'll let off. Yeah. Video's done. It's great. Yeah, I genuinely did not think I would be able to get this done today. But I managed to just literally 3 minutes before I'm set to leave. Yeah, hell yeah, this is going to be good. Pretty happy with how the video turned out. It's not going to be the, craziest video in the world, but it does its thing. It does its thing. We managed to do it. And then I guess that means I can focus on other things now. So yeah, just gonna get through this stuff. My brain's all fried now from working on this so long. Genuinely did not think I'd be working on it for this long, but suppose I am. Suppose I just did. This is honestly really surprising. But yeah. I'm just gonna close out of that. It didn't seem like anyone showed up today, but that's all good. That's all good. We managed to make it, eventually. Yeah. God, there was a lot of Xenoblade music in this. I don't have too much in my shuffle, but a lot of it seemed to come up, which is kind of funny. Perhaps it's telling me to finish Xenogears. I really got to do that, which I can now that this video is done. I don't have to worry about it. There we go. One person said it's bad, but I'll see. It's technically not clickbait because I do discuss why it's not the worst SS figure, because everyone keeps claiming it is. And I mean, clickbait ultimately works. I mean, this is pretty harmless. It's not like I'm just bait and switching. It's a full-on video. It's a full-on 18-minute video. I think 80 minutes is a good amount. 18, that's about the length of the breakdown video as well, so that's pretty good. You got a second of this figure? Find someone who missed out and sell it at retail to them, because a lot of people missed out on this figure. It is very, very rare. That's what I'd recommend for that. But yeah, that's it. We good. I guess I'll catch you next time. Guess there's another stream on Thursday. May or may not do that. I'll have to see how it goes. All I know is that I had a lot of fun making this video and doing these streams. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!